Oh, that means we have to get serious. We gotta start.
Let's get
Serious
down to
face.
business to defeat the snow globe.
Oh, Willow's like, I want to be a cat, and I'm gonna knock this shit over.
She's like, I can tell this was expensive.
I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. Yeah.
All in, I think that army was $700.
What board is
That is
this?
not. That is below average. Apparently, like at least according to what I looked up.
Why are there dice everywhere, Matthew? What the
I didn't
fuck?
change anything. This is a literal copy of where we ended last time. All right.
What the hell did you do last time? What is this shit?
What are you talking about?
We need a lot of dice.
This is just how it was.
False. What did you do?
What are you talking? I literally didn't do anything. What are you freaking out about?
There are poop dice everywhere.
Oh, those are our dice. Why
Sorry.
you gotta be disparaging our dice?
That's I don't know. She's mean.
Where did they come from, Matthew?
What are you talking about?
I posted screenshot. Look over here at my dice tower. No, not literally. I mean, you can look over here, but you can also look on your own. There's just a shit ton of brown dice.
Where? Press tab. Fuck if I know. I didn't come over here.
Then who did this?
I don't know you. When you were bored.
No, I would never, first of all. The hell? We gotta roll back the footage.
I mean, go for it. I can load
Grab
the
a
old tape.
plastic fork.
What the hell happened? Anyway, what did we?
Who are you gonna play with, Ryan? If you're playing at the house, do you have friends that play 40K?
He said he's
I
going
have
to a game
one
store.
friend who said he was going to teach me how to play 40K, but like
He got a girlfriend now.
he's got
Oh,
a girlfriend. I don't think it's ever going to happen. So
yeah.
after I get a house, there's a lot of people on some Facebook groups in the San Antonio area.
Oh, they live in San Antonio. Like,
there's plenty of people that play everywhere, to be honest.
yeah, but just there are a lot of people in San Antonio.
Fair.
There was just a message yesterday. Somebody was trying to get a crusade going with like the new rules, but you had to have 1,000 points ready, and I don't have anything ready. So
Noted.
We have at least. He wanted to go see them in a shop. He went to 4 different shops. One of them was actually named Warhammer. The shop was.
I did not go to that.
You didn't go to the Warhammer shop?
No.
He didn't go. He went to 4 shops, and one of them was not.
I went to 2 shops.
Warhammer shop.
I went to 2 shops.
It's a better story the way I tell it.
That's true. Sam's story was more fun. Oh!
You wonder how this stuff happens.
No, I'm trying to delete them. Do you guys want a shit ton of fancy brown dice? They just explode when you set them down. It's like there's some kinetic energy attached to them. I just want to set them down. Ah! Okay, I'll just delete them. They're gone.
You've made this so much
You took
worse.
away my I was trying to delete them.
What are you talking? I never gave you powers yet.
Then give me
Okay, now you
powers.
have
Okay,
powers.
okay, now I can delete them. Alright.
I had to zoom out to see what all the connection bit was about.
It was just an insane amount of brown dice everywhere.
All right, here. We can just swap game systems.
What What is happening?
I'm pulling in Warhammer 40k stuff onto the table.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, it's failing to load.
Look at how cute they are. Look
Well,
at him, he's got big hands. He goes, oh, 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 oh.
He does. Oh,
He's got lightning claws.
they're power claws. Yep.
These are the allies we need against this army.
mm,
These are the allies we need.
just these two right here.
No, all of them. All of them.
Where
The
are their
whole unit
faces?
here.
These
Is
dudes?
it that green line?
What, these guys?
Yeah.
They're actually they're full robots, and there's a person in the coffin embedded in the robot that powers it.
Coffin?
Yeah, on the front there's a little coffin that's hooked in.
is person in the coffin alive?
Yeah, but they never get out. They're part of the machine forever.
What?
But did they
It
look
sounds
through
like
that
that.
little green slit?
I don't think so.
So they can't even see?
They can see through the machine.
Where? There are no eyeballs.
You don't need an eyeball to have a sensor.
Your eyeball is a sensor. They're just using a different form.
They're just not
photo
wetware.
I meant there's no sensor.
Why couldn't that be the sensor right there?
Are you pointing at that green sliver?
I mean,
Uh,
you want to hide your sensors. You don't want to make it blatantly obvious
Why wouldn't?
where your sensors
Yeah, exactly.
All their nipples? Do you think some of these nipples are sensors instead? Just every orifice looks like it shoots bullets. Maybe it's maybe it's this little red kneecap thing down here. But that's
Maybe.
not a good
But sure.
regardless. So where are we?
Hold on. This
We're
is
off
one.
to see the queen.
This is the thing I thought you were talking about, Ryan.
Uh-oh.
The Dread Knights.
Look at his little feet. This is you as with a baby Bjorn. He's just dangling there. These are the silliest figures in the world.
That is correct. That is the Dread Knight.
Look at him. He's just strapped onto the front of it. Like he's going to the grocery store with his mom.
Yeah, apparently everybody hates the model. I kind of like it though.
I actually always liked it, but okay.
I mean,
He's
that is
just
what
like,
an exoskeleton looks like. That is an exoskeleton. What's wrong with it?
is it an exoskeleton if you're fully outside of it?
Yes. Fun fact. My company
Yes,
actually makes
actually.
exoskeletons.
Do they look like
Yes,
this?
No,
Oh.
they're for your ankles. They're for paratroopers, so we don't make the exoskeleton itself, but we make the AI in it. But it's for paratroopers because when you land, it's violent. You land
Oh, yeah.
hard, right? So we have some like it's like a synthetic ankle. You put on a sock, right, and it helps to brace you, but it's got AI in it to predict your motion because like these exoskeletons are really slow. They're like reactive. You have to control them and move them. So like we've added AI to them to help them anticipate what
can't I
movement
touch
you're
these?
doing, and then kind of
Interesting.
facilitate that. I think it's neat. It's very different from most of the work we do. But
Right. Why can't I pick up these cannons, Matthew? I'm filled with
What
rage.
I don't know why.
Can you?
harder.
Yes.
Can you pick one
Yeah.
up? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I can't pick it up.
That's weird. I don't know why.
They're only for
I
Matthew.
can't pick
This
up
is
the
the
dreadnought
only
either.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no.
Otherwise, we drag it over there and use it in our D&D game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have their stats if you right click on them. Weapon
Just the
skill
Dread
5,
Knight.
ballistic
That's
skill
all I
4.
need.
Mhm.
Just the Dread Knight.
Just the Dread Knight.
Prince Ali, mighty is he, Ali above the wall.
What brought that on?
Mm.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
night.
sure.
I
Well,
don't
in
know.
Mulan, I
All right.
think we're on Disney tunes.
Did you
Where
just
did
say
we land on
Mulan?
this?
I don't know. I tried to remember, and you were like, no, I'm looking at Warhammer. Oh, we're hopelessly outnumbered, and we're all about to die. But Sam keeps jumping back into the snow globe.
Esther does, thank you.
Sorry. Right. Oh, okay. So
Sam is
we're all in the
chasing the
trees.
rescue.
So I think we should try to get a coordinated attack going all at the same time, blast this Etten, while Buzzlebee takes a stab at the Ice Queen in there. But Sam wanted to ask about doing something else.
Okay.
She's in there cartoon eating food off the table, right?
Cartoon eating?
Yeah, she took like a big old rack, like a giant chicken leg, chicken finger
Yes.
leg,
Oh,
and then
right,
she
because
just
of the
like in her throat. And
fingers.
so
Yeah.
she's eating,
Yep.
right? Is there
Yep.
any way that Buzzlebee could poison her food with his stinger while invisible and stay invisible?
Any type of action like that makes you become visible.
But he could just stab her in the neck. That's not what I meant to open.
Yeah.
I was trying to be more creative than that.
Don't be creative. Just
If
stab him in the neck and let's all shoot the Etten.
if he had injected a vial with his poison and then carried the vial and then just opened
Vile
it
would
and
stay
poured it
invisible.
on top of the turkey leg, chicken finger leg.
Unless you have greater invisibility, anything like that makes you become visible.
Where's my phone? How do I know if it's greater invisibility or just
You
normal?
don't
It's
have greater
normal.
invisibility.
You don't have greater invisibility.
Damn it! I found my wallet. I have not found my phone. Oh, don't worry. Found it.
What the container was everything? Oh, yeah, it's okay. I fully forgot about my little personal project of building out my own thing for Apollo. I haven't worked on that at all this week.
Fair. You've been busy scanning pictures over and over and over and over and over again.
And it feels like you should be able to do something else while you're doing it, but you can't.
That's fair.
It
Other than
sucks.
listen to something, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. I need to hear game plans.
I guess we're doing a coordinated attack. So these biddies got to sneak in closer, and when they're close
We don't
enough,
have to sneak in closer.
why you got to sneak in? Why you not
No, no,
just sneak
no.
in?
Our only chance at success is if we straight murder this lady and then everyone else just decides not to fight us.
Yeah, but we
Because,
can't shoot at her because she's in the tent, so we might as well shoot at the Etten while the imp goes after her.
but Buzzlebee's in there. Oh, you said imp.
That's what I just said. The imp goes
Yeah,
after her.
but there's a lot of other shit everywhere around us too. Like we snuck past things. We're fully in the middle of an army of literally hundreds of
Yes,
things.
yes.
I you guys gotta rush in while Buzzlebee is attacking her.
Maybe Buzzlebee can attack and then run outside, and we can all have spells prepared.
Oh, I like that.
I just feel like we're gonna die. But I can't strategize any better. So
I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Like, I don't know what else to. Like we should have had a long rest before we came here. We should have done a lot of things, but we're here.
We could just leave too.
Yeah,
As
I mean, I
soon as
feel
I
like bad
take
things.
damage, I'm leaving the snow globe.
Yeah, can't we just say the words to leave? Like what? It like
Yeah. I don't think you've ever actually done it, but it said you
We don't
could.
know how. We gotta say it in reverse. We don't know if that means say each word
I'll
one at a time.
practice. If I
Yeah.
disappear, that's the right phrase, and I'll see you guys when you leave.
I mean, we don't know these baby capybaras anything. We can just let all of the many very tiny little capybaras die
It's true, we
really
can.
slowly.
Yeah,
I say, I say we just try to like lure her out and get an attack out on her.
love that.
and
All right.
then and then if anybody gets close to dying, you just bibbity bobbity boop your way out of the snow globe.
Yeah.
Where am I even at? Am I behind a tree or so? Oh, there I am. There I am.
I'm up at the edge. Esther's up the edge of the forest,
Yeah.
like communicating with Buzzleby.
Yeah, you had to
Okay.
creep forward, so you stayed within like 100 feet.
I'm trying to
Right.
count how far away I am from the. 30. Oh yeah, I don't think I can get a shot off from here.
All right. I need to know what you're readying for when Buzzlebee tries to lure her out so that I know what goes off if it happens.
Blasting.
I'm gonna do a second level witch bolt.
Okay.
Oh, but I have to be 60 feet.
That's fair.
All right. So am I? I need to check because I just now learned that concentration was a thing. So am I concentrating to telekinetic with
No. No, you're
Okay.
not.
Okay. So then when she comes out, I can immediately hex her, and then I'm concentrating on that, and then blasting. But I'm not concentrating on blasting. But if I get
No.
hit, I got to do a concentration check.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the shadow puppets.
What is the range on your hex?
Shit. 90 feet. I get
So
close to that.
You just gotta go 10 more feet.
you probably also need to get an overwatch position that can see the entrance to the tent. Unless you're hoping to just wait until you can see her.
What does Overwatch mean?
A position where you can see where your target is going to emerge.
I think we all just need to scooch to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Where are all of our enemies?
Well,
Everywhere.
there are enemies everywhere, but the Ice Queen has her space, so there are only two Ettins walking the perimeter of her tent. So
So
it kind of
so where's
changes.
everything else though? Behind us?
There's scouts behind you. There's a bunch of the army to your left and a bunch of the army to your right, and there's a city in front of you.
The city's on the other side of
So
the
if we
town.
moved 50 feet to the left, we'd be
You're fine.
okay.
What
There,
about like 10 or 20 feet forward?
I mean, if you move closer, you'll have to make a stealth roll to avoid the eyes of the Ettins.
At knives.
Can I move to like right here? Can I be here?
If you're just moving left, that's fine.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, she'll have to come out of the tent and take like a couple steps towards us.
To
And
the
then I can
left.
hit her.
Because she got to come out of the tent and also move a couple steps to the left, though.
Yeah. If she gets right here, I can fuck her up with magic missile. So it's like,
Oh, this may be a good time to use entangle, I guess.
oh, do you have an insane range?
90 feet.
Sounds like you'll have to move a bit closer.
Oh no, I was doing shadow puppets. That's what I was doing. I was gonna do shadow puppets on her. I remember, not magic missile. And Apollo has advantage on stealth checks, hiding in undergrowth or snowy terrain.
It's true.
So, what is what? Oh, that's 90 feet. That's what that says. If anyone wants to know.
I mean, it's obvious, right?
Yep, that helped. That. Oh, yep. Everything that you've done's made it more clear. Nicely done.
There we go.
There you go.
Apollo
90
is
feet.
Apollo is gonna hide and then if anything gets within 20 feet of him in a menacing way, can he move forward 20 feet and attack them?
Sure.
Okay. That'll just be his readied action for as long as.
All right, so you are shadow puppeting.
Yeah, I'm gonna shadow puppet her.
What are you doing, Gail?
So everybody else has stuff that can reach without having to move up. Is that right?
You surrounded by
No,
spell snap. Okay, never mind. Just
I
saying.
mean,
Esther needs to move
S
up 10 or 20.
Can you not
F
move down this way? And
You counted earlier.
no, he said you can move down like
You can go left without.
yeah,
I still need to be within 90 feet.
90 feet. Okay, so you do have to move up like 10 feet.
Yeah. So didn't she have like advantage on rolls before? I don't know if that was because she was in her hover boots or if it was because they weren't really paying attention. Yeah, it's because they weren't paying attention in this direction, right?
that sounds
Am I
right.
mixing it up? Okay. Does she get extra advantage if it's just like kind of like sneaking up just a little bit?
No.
Uh,
I don't think you heard. She's being extra sneaky.
extra sneaky.
So should
Don't
does
be
she,
suspicious.
don't
Don't be
be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Uh, so what was the range on shadow puppets?
120 feet. I'm a spell
Okay.
snapper, motherfucker.
I mean, I can still
Does spell sniper not make your stuff longer?
She
Yeah,
took
no,
a
I can
different
still
one.
blast through them. I can't. So,
I know she took a different one, but I thought it still made her spells go farther.
uh,
Got
I
me.
think
You'd have to read it.
I think that's yeah. Oh no! Oops.
I think it auto calculates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's bold, so I think it has
That would mean that
updated.
it was like 45 before. That seems like a weird.
Oh yeah. Let's double check.
Seems like a weird range.
No, because she's got 120 feet on Eldritch Blast. It might, yeah, I mean, you have to go to features and traits.
Features and traits is where it's
Ability
What
score,
spell are we talking
bypass
about?
cover. When you cast a spell that has a range of at least 10 feet and requires you to make an attack roll, you increase it by 60 feet.
Well,
So,
Hex doesn't require an attack roll.
yeah, so you don't get a distance bonus on Hex.
But you're increasing it by 60 feet. Is that what it says?
If it requires an attack roll.
Which it doesn't.
Well, then you can just not get the hex. I mean,
Yeah.
You can always just Hex her once she's, if she gets within 60 feet or 90 feet.
All right. So, Gale,
I'm just gonna prepare entangle for if she gets into range.
what is that?
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range.
Sorry. What's the range? How
90
far away
foot,
can you? Okay.
90 foot, but then it goes out at a 20-foot square.
Gotcha.
So if she gets like 110 feet away, you could shoot it
If
and
a
like just get her ankle.
if a caster is restrained, does it matter? Like, does that affect anything?
No. I mean, they can't move.
Yeah, it doesn't, because you can still attack if you're restrained.
True.
You still have, you can still move your hands and your mouth.
I mean, if she cast a spell that required a range spell attack roll, she would have disadvantage at it, just like normal melee attacks and ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing I've got that goes that far, so that's just what I'm gonna prepare.
All right. Buzzelby, talk to me. What's your game plan?
Buzzelby, talk to me. You're just gonna stab her in the throat, I guess. But
All
like
right.
sneakily.
And then run out.
And then run out.
Right.
Fly out. Motherfucker's gonna fly out like a bat out of hell, like an imp out of hell.
All right, Buzzelby, I need you to make a stealth roll.
Okay. Are we starting this? Did Esther get her blast ready?
Yep.
Her, I assume you're gonna Eldritch Blast her when you can see her.
Correct. Okay. Alright.
We're dead.
Look at me. Being invisibility. Alright.
You have
So
advantage on your stealth roll because you're invisible.
Does he need to get up closer to her first? Or are we rolling first?
You roll first, because
You're rolling.
if you fail your stealth roll, she'll
Hear you.
see you. Yeah. You'll knock over a. What?
And then it came down.
Good thing you have advantage. Let's try again.
Trying again.
There we
Not
go.
bad. Not
That's
bad.
better. And then I think it gets a plus something on here. Invisibility stuff. Plus 5.
Whew.
18.
Plus 5. All right. Well, let's see if I hear you or not.
Uh-oh.
You said 18?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
I would tell you she has a +1 to perception.
Uh-oh.
She rolled a 5. She did not hear you.
Hell yeah.
That was a
Stab her in the neck.
good chicken finger leg.
Sneakily stabs this lady while she eats. Alright. You guys ready? Everybody ready?
So ready. Definitely
Alright,
paying
so-
attention.
Oops. Rolling to attack. Oh no.
20 and then it goes to a 4.
Oh no.
Fortunately, you have advantage because you are hidden.
Oh!
Oh good. Oh yes. Let's try again. I don't like that.
What's your total, Buzz?
This was a horrible plan.
Plus 5.
Abort! Abort! Blues
I
can
will say
do.
that
We can too.
her armor class is not overly impressive, but a 9 is not gonna do it.
I have a higher
But
armor class than 9.
it's a 10 though. Does a 10 do it?
A 10's not gonna do it either.
Yeah. I have 11. That's about the lowest armor class we're ever gonna see is mine.
Run away!
Buzzleby, you fly across the room quietly. She had just no idea you're there, and you're mid-air, and you're bringing your tail up to strike, and your poison just spurts early, and it just
Oh no.
hits her on the side of the face, and she's like, and
Gross.
you're suddenly visible, and
And you just came on her face.
and you need to roll initiative because it's combat.
Do we all need to roll?
No, y'all are in a surprise round. I mean, you can roll, but y'all are all going to have a 1 turn outside of the
You're
sequence.
rolling fucking horribly.
This is bad. This is bad. We don't like this.
Yeah, where'd that die go?
You got to put that die in
Put it
timeout.
in the jail. There's a jail over here.
Oh, I already tossed it away. It's gone. I don't know where it went. I checked that thing physically, like not even the R button. I just. Whew. All right. Well, that sucked. What do I add to it for him? Plus Dex.
Have just Dex unless it has anything under skills.
Yeah.
So just Dex 3.
Yep. 8. Oh no, it's a 3. So 6.
She calls out, guards, guards, I'm under attack.
Oh what? She didn't call them in.
And she just called out. She
Oh,
didn't call
sorry.
them
Sorry.
in.
Boop, boop. I didn't do that. So what was Buzzlebee's initiative? No, these are numbers. I don't remember why they're numbers, but they're numbers, and I put them in order.
You got 6.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll mine and Apollo's.
Yeah, everybody can go ahead and roll and put yourself on there, but
What is the boss's dexterity? What just happened?
Oh no.
Jesus.
I got
What?
a +5. That's a 7.
Nice. You get to go before Buzzlebee. What's boss's initiative, Matthew? Or dexterity?
14.
And it's +1 for her, right?
Apollo gets to go before you, bitch.
I don't want the ones with the eel on it. That's for you.
What was yours, Esther?
17.
Damn.
All right.
Right now, it's just boss and Buzzlebee?
Yeah, for now. She turns, looks up at Buzzleby, and she says, an imp here. It's been a long time since I've seen your kind. And she and this blue shimmering armor flows down across her like a dress of ice scales.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Oh no. That's unfortunate.
And she says, stay a while. Talk to me.
Does she sound sincere?
She sounds like she really wants you to stay a while and talk, but she's baring teeth that have just ripped the flesh off a 6-foot bone.
The bone is 6 feet? That's a big ass chicken.
Very tall chicken.
It's just its legs are 6 feet long.
Yeah, it's just the legs though. The body is still just a little.
It's just a chicken leg. With fingers.
Buzzlebee, it's your turn. She
Well, I
she
mean,
cast an armor spell on her turn.
well, that does seem awful friendly. Like maybe she's
Stab her and
nice.
run.
What do you mean stab her and run? Just run.
Why would you not attack her first? There's no reason not to attack her.
So I get a full turn. That didn't count as like a turn over there. The sneak attack.
That was in your surprise round because she didn't know
Oh,
you were there.
all right. Let's give this another.
God,
I
there's
guess
a bunch
if
of
you run
hands
away,
over
she
here.
could get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
If you don't use
So you could disengage.
I mean, she's a mage. How bad can the attack be?
What? It could be range. She doesn't even have to leave me to attack. Leave the
No,
tent
well,
to
I
attack.
don't think you can do a ranged attack of opportunity. It has to be melee.
Like the spells, like that takes a specific skill to be able to use a spell as an attack of opportunity
So you think he can get away?
without using disengage.
Uh
You could certainly
I think-
try.
No.
huh. Oh shit. All right. Let's have Buzzlebee try for another hit and run.
Okay.
All right.
I will
Let's do it.
inform you that her armor class has improved a bit.
I
That
like
does
that.
make sense. Hint
No, I
by
don't think it
way
does.
by way of the armor that she
I've seen
put.
lady armor. That lady armor don't do jack shit.
Aim
Makes your
for her
tits on
belly
fire.
button.
You cannot see her belly button. Her lady armor is very fine, and it's like a dress of ice.
All right.
I've
He
seen
got
girls show off their
a
belly buttons in a
16.
dress.
16
What'd you
do
say?
anything? 16?
A 16. Negative. 16 will not hit.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay,
That sucks a big dick.
he's gonna run away. He's gonna run away. He says, "Your mother smells of elderberries," and then he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet.
As you're flying out of the tent and out of her reach, you you feel an intense cold at your back, and you glance over your little shoulder, and she's summoned an ice block on her hand, and she
What happened?
She
had an
punched
attack
you
of
with an
opportunity.
ice fist.
Oh no. Buzz doesn't like that.
Well, let's see if she actually hit. Maybe she missed.
She rolls as bad as Buzzlebee's been rolling.
All right, let's see what I get. I rolled a 16
Oh,
I don't like
plus
that.
It's gonna hit.
plus 6 to hit. So
That he got 13 armor class.
We're in danger.
yeah.
it does a D8 plus 3, 9 points of frost ice damage.
9.
Hey, he's resistant to cold.
Cold damage.
Into cold. Yes.
So 4 points.
Wait, hold on. Oh no! It went
Yeah,
away.
it would round in her favor.
Cold. Yes. Damage resistant cold. So only -4?
Yep.
4 points.
But he didn't. Does he have to go back then? Because he didn't get to move? Or does he still get to move?
No, he gets to move.
Okay.
He just
He just took
got
damage.
hit in the process.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it stopped you. Maybe that's just certain attacks.
Yeah, only certain things. Like there's a feat that does that, but she does not have it. All right.
She ain't got no feet.
Buzzbee, are you done?
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything else.
It would have been her turn, and then it was Buzzbee's turn, and then it would be her turn again. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You see the Ice Queen emerge from her tent with barely enough movement to walk out the entranceway. She has 30 feet. That was 30 feet.
Blaster.
Hold on.
Blast
5,
him.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. Shadow.
So
Okay.
his sneak attack happens first, or
We can go off of whatever order y'all want. If you need to have it
well,
in a certain order to make it better. Y'all planned this, so y'all could have said
okay. We know
You, then
we know
you,
the
then
order.
you.
We know which one is the real one, right? This isn't like a evil Shadow Link situation.
No, no, no.
that's not me. That's Sarah doing something.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
yeah. It's just a shadow that attacks her, but it doesn't look like her, so you wouldn't mistake it.
Okay. Mm. All right. So the far one is the shadow, right?
Yeah.
All right. And that was what you had planned?
Yeah. If that
All right.
was a planned action, does that mean it says as a bonus action when you cast the spell?
It's a reaction to cast. It's not technically your turn yet.
Okay, so I can't use the bonus action to then attack her.
No, because this is something happening outside of your turn.
Fine.
As a reaction.
But does the appearance of this new shadow popping up behind her distract her and turn her attention towards it? Perhaps giving someone else an advantage at hitting her by surprise?
You already have advantage to hit from surprise.
Extra advantage?
No.
All right, let's try blasting her then. Is there anything else that you need to do, sir?
No.
Adelaide? All right. Why is this not doing anything? There it is. What is that? 8 plus 7? All right. 8.
That'll hit.
Ooh, 19 plus 7. 26.
That hit handily.
Let's see here. All right. So let us. What are my dice again? Got Buzzlebee's dice out and I didn't get my own. She needs a D10, right? I gotta redo the math because now I don't have the hex on there. D20. No, that's it. Okay, D10
Plus 7.
plus 7. Yes, because that's Genie Thunder, not. Yeah. Okay. Which one's a 10? Is this a 10? Yeah, 10. I got it. I got this. I got this figured out. I know things. I know shit.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Bam. It's a 1. So, 8 damage.
It slams into her ice armor, breaking and shattering small pieces of it, and it penetrates into her. She cries out in pain and then gets shocked by this appearance of a shadow behind her. It's rising up out of the ice.
It actually says it just animates her shadow, so it's just her shadow going.
Even worse. All right. Gail's condition is not met. Does the puppet do anything to me? Is it just there and animated?
Yeah, it is. I can use an action to have it do a melee spell attack against her.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she moves out. She gets hit from cover. Esther, you are no longer hidden, and Adelaide, you are no longer hidden. Gail, you are still hidden.
And Apollo.
Gail and Apollo are still hidden. She looks at Buzzlebee, spouts off arcane language, and 3 basically icicles appear in her, hovering around her hand, and she thrusts her arm out towards him, and they go at Buzzlebee.
What tink toot? Oh,
I
just
just
dice.
summon some more dice.
Yeah, dear God, we definitely don't have enough, huh?
21 twice and a 14
Jesus.
Wait, what? And damage?
No, to hit.
to hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna hit him. He's a
All
13 or plus.
all 3 of them hit.
Yeah.
Wait, 21, 13, and what was the third one?
21, 21, and 14.
Oh, 21, 21, 14. Yeah, he's a 13, so they all 3 hit. But they're icicles, right?
Yeah, they're icicles magically charmed for hardness and sharpness and pointiness.
He's got cold resistance, bludgeoning resistance, piercing distance.
I think some of those are only for non-magical attacks. Do these count as magical attacks?
Non-magical attacks that aren't.
That would be 47 cold damage.
Jesus!
What about the resistance?
I mean, 23 cold damage.
Bye, Buzz.
Goodbye, Buzz. Goodbye.
He's flying back towards you, Esther, and you see him just get pierced through the chest and then the torso and then through the leg, and he falls to the ground. And he reaches out towards you, and then he busts into a plume of smoke.
Mama! Oh
Y'all,
no!
y'all, that didn't look too good. I think they might be fucked.
All right. That was her turn. It would be Buzzlebee's turn. We're gonna move out of into regular turn sequences now. And
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Love this.
all right. Monster's turns. She's like, you idiots, get them! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It gets almost all the way to you, Esther, and it roars in your face, but it dashed, obviously, so.
I think maybe we should run away.
Is it Esther's turn now?
That was Monster's turn. It's
Yep.
Esther's turn.
Okay. I think I know what to do. Ooh, yips, oh, in it.
It was super effective.
Good. I practiced that.
Now
Now you
I'm
guys
going to
can
require everyone else to do exactly what she did.
No.
She did it, and it worked. So that's what happens now.
I don't even know what the original phrase was.
I don't either. But it was that in reverse.
Well,
All
I guess the
right.
decision's been made.
Oh, that's Apollo is
Apollo?
gonna. He's gonna wait and not leave unless Adelaide does.
Boss's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Wait, how is it the boss's turn? Like, because the boss just went and killed Buzzlebee. I still haven't got a turn yet.
That was in the pre-initiative shit. We only just
Oh,
now got into regular turns.
okay.
Because they started in the tent and then came out of the tent fighting, and we had our, like,
On a
prepared
positive
actions.
note, she might be within range of your reaction that you had prepared now.
Oh. Well, let's do that.
You said you had 90 range? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Yeah, she's in range.
Can I do it like right before she hits 90 in case like that'll stop her from getting any closer to me?
Oh, it's true. It
She
is
can take a
entangle.
step back. There you go. Now she's at 90.
All right. Let's see.
I think it's a 20-foot square.
20-foot square.
Oh, you've got a thing somewhere.
So I guess like, yeah,
Or
that'll do.
actually,
That'll do.
we'll do it the other way so that it causes difficult terrain in their path if they break out. Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw. You sure?
I am sure. I'm looking at it.
Okay, I was thinking it was dex. The 11 plus 2 is a 13. Oh, sorry, 11 minus 1. This is strength, not dex. A 10? I think she failed. She's entangled.
15.
Yeah, she's entangled. Now the Etten, on the other hand, has a plus 5 to strength. That's a 19 on the Etten, so I don't think the Etten was affected. All right, but she is entangled.
All right. I mean, I guess now we're leaving, but
That thing did 45 damage to Buzzlebee,
The range on her.
and we barely survived the
5.
Enets before. This seems like a very, very bad idea to stay here.
Gail, you stand up, mutter your arcane language, and plants entangler on your turn or on your reaction. She's entangled, but she raises her hand at you, and 3 icicles appear around her arm. She thrusts her arm out at you.
that sucks, Dick.
There is one heading for Gale, one heading for Adelaide. Actually, 2 heading for Gale, 1 heading for Adelaide because I can't see Apollo. He's still hidden.
I can wait to find out if you hit me before I cast shield, right? Or are you casting
Yes.
magic missile?
No, it's a ranged attack roll, which I have disadvantage for. First attack on Gale. Because she is restrained, she has disadvantage on these attack rolls. She has a 17 on the first roll.
Oh my god. My AC is 17.
She has a much lower
Wait,
on this.
wait. I can use luck and have her re-roll.
True.
I will use luck and have her re-roll.
Okay, the second attack, which she has already rolled for, missed. So we re-roll the first one, and that's also a miss now.
Okay.
The weaves of fate twist, and she just barely misses you with one of her icicles. The one that she was shooting at Adelaide. That's a terrible roll. Your entangle's doing work. That's a 9, Adelaide.
Ah, it doesn't hit me.
They slam into the tree trunks all around you. Like pine needles are falling out of the trees. All right. That would have been her turn. Adelaide, it's your turn.
Just so you know,
Did Esther just...
there's an incantation in the Discord.
Did Esther just dip after she dragged us back in here? That's fucking... You do the spoof waha guy, yeah?
Poof!
Apollo goes 2 after I do it.
He doesn't unless he says it.
Ögenisch wiaspofugen einina.
Poof! All right. Adelaide, Apollo, Esther, they've all poofed out of existence. Gale, it's your turn.
I guess I could have
Oh,
used
does
my
Uber
action.
Poof! Gale disappears out of existence. You'll all appear back at the snow globe at the entrance to the cave where you hit it, and the snow globe is filled with a raging blizzard.
Whose dumb idea was it to go in there?
I'm gonna punch her. I'm gonna smash the snow globe. Smash!
Okay, you smash it.
What?
Fuck you,
You'll
snow
really do that,
globe!
right?
Yeah, smashed it! Esther keeps jumping into it!
Don't smash the snow globe.
It's smashed!
Would Apollo have let you smash the snow globe?
Would Apollo be able to stop me?
Yes, handily.
He ain't got no hands, bitch! What's he gonna do? Bap at it? He can't catch it.
Apollo baps you repeatedly until you let it go.
That's what I wanted to do! Ha! Drop it!
He catches it with his tail.
Bitches. I'm not going back in that fucking snow globe.
We should take like a nice long rest to think about.
We can't take a long rest because we're gonna level up when we long rest, and we're gonna sit here for an hour and level up our character sheets together.
Yes, we will.
That's fine with me. If y'all, we kind of spent a decent amount of time talking about Warhammer, and
That's true.
we were late, and we could
We could just level up.
Well, we need a
decide
long
what y'all are
rest
actually
anyway.
gonna do.
Yeah, like
That's
there's no way, there's nothing, nothing we can do right now to anything then. So
You're about to
yeah.
be exponentially more powerful than you were. When you fought her.
Okay, but hey. So, open up your hole, Gale.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Open up your hole, Gale.
Why? With all the hands in it, why are we doing that?
Because we're gonna drop the snow globe down into that. In case these people come out of that snow globe, they're not gonna be able to get out of the snow globe and then out of the hole and attack us.
The hands are gonna take the snow globe.
They will
I don't give a
absolutely
shit. I don't care.
The hands will take the snow globe.
It
We
won't
can't do
fit through
that.
the hole. It's too big. It won't fit through the hole. The hand holes. The hand holes in the big
No.
hole.
Buzzlebee was able to go through it as like a rat, and at some point, I think even a no, I don't think he was a raven. He was able to fly through there too. I think it's bigger than a.
This is a big honkin' snow globe.
No, it's not.
I always envisioned it as really big. It's not really big. But if this bitch comes out and attacks us in our sleep,
We'll have to take shifts like we normally do.
Yeah, we'd have to do that anyway.
they're actively trying to get me killed. That's fine. I won't.
I am not the one actively trying to get anybody. I'm not the one who jumped in there and then jumped out.
I know what you're looking at.
Looking at Esther.
All right. Gail refuses to open her hole to you. So
For as much as you've spread that hole, this whole trip. This whole trip.
all right, what are y'all doing? Are y'all resting? You heading back? Are you heading to the next objective?
No, we
I
need to
think we
take
need to take one with us.
Yeah,
I mean,
are we just gonna sleep in this cave? So now we're back in the cave where we fought the goblins before we went into the dungeon,
Yes.
but it's still cleared out, right? Like now that we're looking around, like there's nothing here.
hello.
It doesn't look like anything's moved in. No,
We've already taken one long rest here.
you have.
And we were safe during that, were we not?
We were, but what are the odds that someone's gonna come here to check on it? But did we completely obliterate the Red Brand ruffians or whatever? Or what was the thing that was here? Are there more of them somewhere
Like
else?
the green guys on the Tribor Trail, right? Where baddies be.
Yeah, I don't think we're
And
there yet.
You
well,
came
no,
here to
thing.
annihilate a band of people that had been attacking merchant caravans.
And they had green guys with them. But
No.
then yeah, they had a couple of green guys with them. And then you chased a few into the cave, and
Oh,
then
we
they
are
ran
at
away.
Wyvern Tour.
Yeah, I'm not making shit up. Why do you believe me? And then you chased them into the cave and didn't catch them, and they ran away. And then they sounded some horn, and then everything was fine somehow.
Oh, we get
Yeah.
third level spells
Yeah, when we
after we take
level
long
up,
rest.
yeah. All right.
Level 5 is a big level.
All
So
right. While Gundren Rockseeker recovers at the end, the BCBs decide to head along Tribor Trail to knock out some easy tasks.
Why
Uh,
did you write that?
I put it in quotes. It says, of course,
Your
so
quotes
the
are
things
strong
we
enough.
were going to do is east on the Tribor Trail, and then the Silver Comb, and then Old Owl Well. It says, of course, as we travel, there's trouble on the trail. Esther, per usual, goes in blasting. Lucky ducks that we are, the bandits who attack the caravan actually lead us directly to Wyvern Tor. How fortuitous. There was a necromancer who reanimated the corpses and led them away, but that's a future problem. The BCBs fight lots of goblins and a bugbear. Gale gets into tent shenanigans as a bear. Adelaide zaps from a distance because she is a squishy little wizard. Only one goblin escaped into the cave. Unfortunately, it was sounding an alarm, alerting whoever was down there to our presence.
Told you.
So that was
Shit.
Wyvern. That was Wyvern Tour, and then we met up in person to finish clearing out Wyvern Tour, and we all almost died.
yeah, y'all went down and
Yeah,
Gale was holding the tunnel entrance,
yeah.
and Apollo fully got
Yeah, Gale and
annihilated.
Apollo bravely fought in the mouth of a cave tunnel, while Esther and Adelaide prayed no one hit them on accident in the process. Apollo did go down, but after 24 hours of performing Get Low a la Sandra Bullock in The Proposal, he can be summoned again. The damnedest thing happened, though, right as they finished off the bugbear in the cavern. That's right, there were multiple. Oh, finished off the last bugbear. This vortex appeared, and dozens of flyers were tossed into the cave, all inviting them to something called the Lost Dungeon of Wickedness. After much debate and a long rest, the BCBs decided to explore.
So wait, I must have drank too much or something because I don't remember anything of our. I know we played together in person, but I don't there really. So what happened with the alarm? Like
They
the
were just
alarm went
ready
through,
for us.
They were ready for you.
and then we wiped them all out.
Yeah.
You did.
And
We did
Apollo,
wipe them all out,
yeah, Apollo died, but we brought him back.
right? So
And
nobody else is coming. Like everybody that was going to come to that alarm already came.
yeah, so I don't think the alarm would have brought more people. It's just if this was like a smaller, if this were part of a larger like bandit group or something, we'll probably be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I mean, we
We'll take
can take
shifts.
turns.
Yeah, we take shifts. We'll take a long rest. We'll level up. It's gonna be great.
No, I'm just waiting until we can take long rests.
Yep.
No, that was so that we know where we are.
I know where we are.
Oh, I don't. I don't know where we are.
We're at Wyvern Tour, and there be no more trouble.
No, I think there's still more trouble, just not in this particular nook.
So what I'm hearing is y'all are taking a long
We're gonna
rest.
take a long rest.
Okay.
For sure.
In shifts. Gail is starting.
I'll go first.
Gail's thinking about what she wants to be tomorrow.
Gail, I need you to make a perception roll.
Okay.
DC 20.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
off. You bitch.
I don't like that.
And tonight will be the night that I will die for you.
Glad Wade doesn't sing that anymore.
I miss it. He sang it just like the guy. It was amazing.
I got a 25.
Hell yeah.
25.
Gail sees all.
Gail, you actually don't see anything. But all through the night in your watch,
all through the night I'll make love to you.
you can
Like
just
you
barely
want me to.
hear the sound of Adelaide dying. You hear just the sound of a stiff wind, but you don't feel any wind outside the cave. You don't see trees moving.
Is it coming from the snow globe?
Do you investigate?
Yeah.
She's the one that's got the snow globe.
You investigate, and you zero in on it, and you can hear the sound of the gale beginning to get stronger.
You're getting stronger, Gail. You're about to
to.
level up.
You're about to level up. But as you approach Adelaide / Apollo, you can hear it, and in their bag you can hear the sound of wind, and you can actually feel it getting colder.
Oh shit! Wake up! Put it in the hole! Put it in the hole! Put it in
Go
the hole!
fuck yourself, Gail.
Put it in the hole and start getting out the hole.
Y'all wake up to just panicked words of "Just put it in! Just put it in!
Shove it in the hole.
Shove it in the hole!"
What is the least
Shove it
amount
in the
of
hole.
damage I can do? I'm gonna punch Gail now. Like, I told you to put the fucking thing in the hole, bitch.
Who cares if the hands take it? Just put it in the hole.
That's what I said.
All right, y'all pull the snow globe out of your pack.
I don't touch
where
it.
Has been
It's wrapped in a blanket.
okay. That's fine.
It's cold. I don't want to get frostbite on my fingies.
Okay. You toss it down. You toss it down into the hole, or do you climb down in there and place it?
No.
Or...
It's in the blanket, and we tie like and lower it
down gently.
Yeah.
Okay. You tie it and lower it down in there, and as it reaches the bottom and tinks onto the ground, you hear the sound of scrabbling from all directions in the hole, as if someone.
Oh well.
The sounds disappear as the hole closes and you put it back in your pocket.
Adelaide just rolls back over and says, "These fucking bitches," and goes back to sleep. Nobody listens to the old librarian.
All right, Gail, the rest of your watch
Oh.
goes without incident.
Well, that's a whole new quest trying to get that back.
We still had to go in the hole anyway. Best case scenario, the ice lady. Yeah, the ice lady and the hands fight each other, and one of them dies off before we ever have to deal with them. Win, win,
Worst
win,
case
win,
scenario,
win.
they join forces.
Then we just close the hole again.
Ice Lady takes over whole world.
The whole world is worse than the snow world. She's got the whole world in her bag.
her
She's got the
hands.
whole world.
There's a world in a world in a world.
Nope.
At some point, there will just be a rip in space time.
Fair.
I'm a little bit concerned that we have created that rip in space time by putting a universe in this universe. This doesn't seem to fit.
Let's chuck it into the Dungeon of Wickedness and then go.
Now you just need to find a bag of holding to put it all in, and you're good to go.
That is the plan.
All right.
I'm pretty
The rest
sure.
of your watches will go without incident, and actually, who's going last?
Well, not me now.
Esther can take the last watch.
Apollo
Esther.
could.
Esther, during your watch, I need you to make a perception roll. Just DC 10.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, nobody wants Adelaide to make any perception checks anyway.
Oh no. Okay. Let's see if I got.
Jesus. Wait, no, you rolled a 12, didn't you?
Yeah.
You just had to get a 10.
Oh yeah, that's 10. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Here,
Esther,
drums.
you're standing at the entrance to the cave. Your friends sleep in the campsite behind you. Just on the edge of your vision in the night, you can see a figure. Not clearly. It's all shrouded in darkness, but it just stands there, immobile, for 1 minute, 2 minutes, just staring at the cave entrance.
What shape of a fellow is this? Is it a big shape or a little shape? A human shape? A troll
A
shape?
human shape.
Bigger than a bread box?
Bigger than a bread box. It's a human shape.
There's some
And they're
little
just
human shaped things.
scared?
Yeah, they're just standing there.
If only I had Buzzleby with me. With his special eyes.
Wake Apollo up. He can see that shit.
Oh yeah. Hey. I poked the kitty. Say, hey, what do you see? What's that out there?
Apollo wakes up, looks out the cave entrance, and goes, "What are you talking about?" You turn around and the figure's gone.
Ooh.
It's like, you sure you saw anything?
Smoking the reefer.
Most
Apollo
certainly.
goes back to sleep. Esther, about 3 minutes later, it comes back and it's joined by another one, and it just stands there observing.
I don't like this. Esther didn't like this.
This is a problem.
Okay, this time she's going to walk backwards, keeping her eyes on the figures, and poke the cat again.
What is it? You scared again?
Look! Two! What do you see?
He looks out and he says, "Oh, there's two humanoids out there. They have big rents in their flesh down their chest, and you can see bones sticking out.
Zombies.
Oh,
It's
And they're
zombies.
just standing there looking at you.
We got zombies.
yeah. I don't care for zombies. I don't
And
know about this. Are they moving
as
toward?
they feel that they have been seen, they kind of duck down into the grass and move out and away. You can see the grass moving across further down the hill and out amongst the grass. Now that you can see what you you see what they're doing, you notice the 1, 10, 20 different snaking paths through the grass heading off and away into the distance.
Heading away from us.
Yeah.
Fireball. Adelaide
I ain't
wakes
got no
up. She knows
fireball.
fireball.
Esther, the rest of your watch will go without incident. Apollo, seeming nervous, stays up for a while, but finally does go back to sleep. Ding! Y'all level.
Yay for level.
Now we're
Yeah.
gonna
Now, I mean,
level,
I'm smart.
level.
We would have figured out what this leveling up would have looked like before this point.
Yeah, we would have. That would have been a good idea.
It would have been. We
I
could have done it.
thought we were going to be fighting for the next hour and a half.
Esther is a fickle bitch. Full of whims. Okay. Long rest. Take long rest.
Hey,
Confirm.
he learns though. Maybe don't attack the giant two-headed things.
Does she learn?
I don't know that she
Does
learned.
she learn?
She didn't re-attack that giant two-headed thing.
You ran away when we were in the middle of a fight.
Without
Well, there was a familiar lady there too.
I'm
I
gonna
saw
go
what she
smoke a
did.
cigarette.
I saw what she did to Buzz.
That's fun.
go to builder level
We would get better off if
5.
we had played. I think you know. Oh.
General feature manager. Spells. Add spells. Prepared. So what I get... Oh, look, my 3rd level spell slot just popped up. So I get 2 more spells. And Fireball, which is separate from those 2. Because I have a scroll.
You just grab it. Technically, there is a cost to that, but
I don't think so.
yeah, there is.
With my feet?
Unsure.
Chicka 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 ta. Wizardly Quill. The time you must spend to copy a spell into your spell book equals 2 minutes per spell level. So it'd take 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's all it says about. That's all it says about that. Fireball. Did I get a legacy fireball or the new fireball?
I have always said that y'all can choose between the two, but once you choose, you can't swap.
Bright streak flashes from blossoms. For fiery explosion. Radius sphere centered on that point. Dex saving throw 8d6 fire damage.
For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces. So yours is faster, but it still costs money.
Why does it cost 50 gold pieces?
Because it requires fine inks and reagents and special dusts and stuff. But
But I have a magic quill.
It makes it faster, but it still costs.
So the only thing that's different is the old one says that the fire spreads around corners, and the new one doesn't.
Well, sounds like the new one is worse.
Does. They were like, too many people ask what that means. Just get rid of it.
I'm all for simplifying these rules. Why are there so many rules in this game?
there, there are a lot, but you don't need to know them.
What
You
is
do.
tiny servant? Ah!
It's just a smallo.
It is. I touch one tiny non-magical object that isn't attached to another object or a surface and isn't being carried by another creature. It animates and sprouts little arms and legs.
Wow.
And it can last for 8 hours.
What?
There's tiny servant statistics. As a bonus action, you
It's just like Beauty and the Beast,
yeah.
right? Like, or no, wait, no, Belle, yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Anything. Anything.
You can
I
Beauty and the
bibbity
Beast.
bobbity boop that shit and it goes pop, and for 8 hours. I can mentally command it if it is within 120 feet of me. It's not a concentration, and so I can control multiple people, multiple creatures, and command any or all of them at the same time, issuing the same command to each one.
Well, I can have a 5-foot cloak of flies, so take that.
You decide what action the creature will take and where it will move, or you can issue a simple general command, such as fetch a key. If you
I'll
issue
be right
no
back.
commands, the servant does nothing other than defend itself. I can just make a bunch of tiny servants. Have water breathing.
There's so many choices. Why is this game so complicated?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Eldritch Spear extends range to 300 feet. I mean, we could have used a little extra feet on the hex for this one, right? But I don't know that. Right now, it's actually at 190 or something like that.
Which one?
Eldritch Blast because of the let's see here.
I think it's
I have
probably 120. I think mine
no,
does
it's
120.
120 60, so it's 180.
No, the 120 is with the 60.
Are we sure?
Yeah, it adds the 60 for you.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that doesn't seem to come into play a lot, like the distance.
Well, you just have the one, and then you have like Hex is stuck at 90 feet.
Right, right.
I'm able to use it quite a bit because I just have a lot more spells. Because I've got one, three. Well, I guess that one's duplicated and that one's duplicated. That's 1, 2. Well, no, because it's different. Anyway, mine is Shadow Puppets and Magic Missile. And then I can upcast them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 spells for first, second, third level. And then I also have Ray of Frost. So that's like 6 that I can do at 120 feet. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of
Comes up a little bit more.
Yeah, I just don't know that 300 feet. Well, I guess so. It says 300 more feet, I think. So I don't know if
Oh.
420. I mean, that'd be nice, right? But how often would
Yeah,
that access use it?
that would be a lot.
Do you know what false life is?
Yeah, it lets you. What does it give you? Like HP or temp HP, maybe.
Gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points. Okay. When you cast a spell using a second spell slot or higher, you gain 5 additional temporary hit points for each slot level above first. Oh, okay.
I can summon lesser demons.
Ooh,
I can summon up to 8 demons.
that would be handy. Little friends for Buzzlebee.
Right. Matthew, look at this one. I can summon Shadow Spawn. Have you seen that one?
Cool. No, I haven't seen it.
Summon Shadow Spawn. I get to call forth a shadowy spirit. And it becomes an ally, and it takes its turn right after me.
Is that a concentration spell or?
Yeah, it lasts up to an hour.
Hmm.
It has like 35 hit points. And I have to choose Fury, Despair, or Fear. And that affects what it can
Its
do.
abilities.
Yeah.
You're getting quite evil, Adelaide.
I also have Vampiric Touch,
Fair.
Void Strike. Have you seen that one?
Mm.
I gather Writhing Darkness around my hand. When you cast the spell, and as an action on subsequent turns, you unleash a bolt of darkness, making a ranged spell attack. On a hit, it takes 5d8 necrotic damage and is frightened of me until the start of my next turn. And yeah, I am getting bad. I've been through some shit.
It's
I'm
fair.
just trying to feed my damn cat.
I think you might have succeeded at that already.
I said spend 50 gold to get Fireball.
50 gold per level of the spell.
What?
That's what it says.
Fuck off.
For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold.
I'm gonna cast Suffocate on you. It's a suffocate spell. You create a pair of grasping hands and you wrap it around someone's throat. Yeah.
This has to have come from that shadow book.
It's partnered content.
The
Grim
book of
Hollow.
Etiquette. Oh yeah, Grim Hollow's evil too.
I can also make a big fart cloud.
Fair.
Since we're about to deal with a necromancer, speak with the dead might be good. That was one of the best parts of
Yeah, it
the
was.
D&D movie. It's like I only have 5 questions.
Is that a question?
Yes.
Yes.
And then
Was
the
that?
one guy
Yes.
the one guy that they don't ask enough questions and he's just ah. It's good.
That's a good movie.
Ooh, I can cast slow. Sleet Storm. That was amazing for me in Baldur's Gate.
It was
It was
amusing.
so good.
Just a whole bunch of blood zombies. Just
It was so good. I just watched them. Have you played Baldur's Gate,
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Which part was that? Because it was in like it was this big like
it was in Act Two
cavern. It was
when
like
you
a
were in
round.
the Illithid ship.
Mm. And there was a whole bunch of like skeletons that you had to fight.
I got to Act 2, but I did not get much further than that.
Apologies.
Oh. But yeah, it's this big round area and there's like a couple of tunnels that I think you could come in on and you could like get up on a
Hmm.
ledge. But one of my party members I think it was Sleet Storm, something similar to that. And so it was like sleeting and it was making the ground like icy, so they would have to roll dex saves to be able to move, and they were all skeletons, so I guess they had like no dexterity. So it was just, I don't even know how many rounds of just like 20 skeletons, like they'd stand up and then they'd go whoop and they'd fall back down.
Yeah.
It was so good, and we were just like taking them out.
Good time.
That was one of the greatest Baldur's Gate moments for me. As a highlight.
It's fair.
That and one of those boss fights where I just convinced the guy to like drink himself to death. I did 2 of those. I think it was the brothers in that one town. I talked to both of them, convincing them to kill themselves.
Yep.
I do remember doing the thing where the one guy drinks himself to death, like the big
Yeah, yeah, that
putrid
was
guy.
one of them. Yeah.
That's in Act Two.
Yeah, I got that guy to drink himself to death, and then the other one was the brother who was it was like body horror where they were all like undead and they were trying to like make themselves perfect or something.
The surgeon.
Yeah, because he had like the nurses.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that guy. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that guy.
because I convinced him to let them perform the procedure on him to prove that it would work, and they killed him.
Yep. That was a hard fight on heroic.
Not if you do oops all bards. I wonder
That's
if you
fair.
could still do that. I bet you could. If you had
I bet.
charismatic players
I
on
don't see why
heroic.
not.
I never would make it there on heroic mode though, so moot point.
I bet you'd make it there. There's only one really difficult fight before there on heroic.
What is the
We still have
point of this?
technology.
Shadow Trove?
You'll have to read it.
You paint a small door approximately 2 feet square on a hard surface to create a portal into the void of space. The portal
Don't do
peels
it.
off the surface you painted it on and follows you when you move, always floating in the air within 5 feet of you. An icy chill flows out from the portal, and you can place up to 750 pounds of non living matter in the portal, where it stays suspended in the frigid void until you withdraw it.
Yep.
It's a spell version of a bag of holding.
But it only lasts for an hour.
I if it doesn't say it, it's like
Items, I,
it's like go ahead.
items that are still inside the shadow trove when the duration ends spill out onto the ground.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Leomin's tiny chest is a similar spell, but it opens to the same pocket every time you cast it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Our pocket would just open up into the hand well.
Ooh, there's shadow tendrils. Ribbons of quasi-real darkness extend from your hand. You can make a melee attack. They take 2d8 cold damage and can become restrained.
Oh, oh no.
Shadow portal.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I can make a shadow portal, Matthew.
Okay.
I just got plumbed.
You seem excited about it. What's it do?
You can teleport. You create a door in the nearest wall, cliff, tree, or similar structure. It's immediately bound to a similar door up to 200 feet away. The near door must be a place within 10 feet that you can see, while the distant door can be one that you can visualize or describe by stating distance and direction, such as 100 feet straight down or 50 feet to the northwest and upward at a 45-degree angle. Once the door is conjured, you can take actions normally to open and pass through the near portal, which immediately teleports you to the distant portal. Other creatures may do the same while the spell remains. It does cost 50 gold pieces every time you cast it, though.
Does it consume it?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a silver door latch worth 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. Lame.
Oh, that makes sense. How often do we actually roll dice to heal ourselves? It's just the potions so far, right?
I mean, I have to roll dice quite a bit to heal.
I
Well,
don't though. I just always go to sleep. Or you give me good berries. We don't roll for the good berries.
It's because they're 1 hit point apiece.
I forgot to use up my spells for the good berries last night. That's unfortunate.
I can make a phantom steed.
Fair.
Phantom steed. It has 100 feet movement.
Oh, a phantom steed. I heard a
Steed.
phantom Steve, as in
Steve.
some dude named
I
Steve.
summon Phantom Steve.
Steve. Oh, Steve. Always learning about.
Hey, if I fail a saving throw, I can choose to succeed instead and then target a creature I can see within 30 feet to suffer the effects of my failed saving throw.
Is that a reaction?
Yep. A reaction which you take in response to failing a saving throw. I still suffer any effects of a successful saving throw, and the new target is entitled to its own saving throw as if it were the original target, but it has disadvantage.
It's not bad.
That's kind of cool. Moat of hell. You manifest a pocket of hell. What?
Well, I might want that. Buzz would like that a lot.
Yeah.
Feels right at home.
A 15-foot radius sphere of darkness, brimstone, and blasting heat appears. The cloud of hellfire echoes with the cries of damned souls that can be heard by creatures within 30 feet.
What has this journey done to our poor librarian?
The cloud warps the timescape, making its area difficult terrain. A creature who starts their turn in that area takes 3d6 fire damage. A creature who ends their turn in that area must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 3d6 psychic damage as the voices of the damned crowd their mind.
All right. I need to know what y'all's game plan for next session is going to be.
Double up.
Well, there are zombies scuttling around in the tall grass. That's bad.
Or we could go down into the hole.
Fuck that.
The expedition into Gale's hole.
Fuck all that. What was
Well,
our
no, what
original
is
session 10 to-do list? We're supposed to be going to what's closer, Coneyberry or Old Owlwell?
Old Owlwell.
The undead are running amok, so we must be close. The undead are running amok at the Old Owlwell ruins. We could get magic jumping boots that we don't even want if we
Yeah, I got flying.
resolve the issue.
I got
And
fly boots now. I don't need to jump.
the gold baby might be involved with a wizard, also at Old
Oh, yeah.
Owlwell.
How does Apollo feel about us abandoning his snow globe into the hole?
Apollo didn't enjoy the Ice Queen situation.
I mean,
It
he
sort of took the
wouldn't
fun out of everything.
he wouldn't let us destroy it, though. I would imagine he's quite concerned about his good friends he made over the past 24 hours that he felt he was living in the
I
globe.
I think with confidence as I am Apollo that he'd rather just wait it out for a couple of weeks and see if something changes.
But yeah,
It's a lot of fun to, gain a kingdom, but keeping it feels like a lot of work.
Yeah, he wanted to be pet and fed. He did not want to get involved in a land war in Asia. Is that what
never
it
start a
is
land
from
war
Princess
in
Bride?
Asia.
Yeah.
It's probably Russia.
No, it was Asia, because I thought it'd be Russia.
I don't know.
I never bet against whatever he is when death is on the line.
All right. So I will plan that y'all are going to Old Owlwell next time, unless y'all tell me otherwise. If you're going into the hole, I can plan for that.
I don't want to go in the
Oh
hole.
yeah.
I don't want to go in the hole. I don't want to go in the hole.
Why do you not want to go in the hole?
Because now there's a million hands and the ice devil.
We don't have to deal with them all at once,
We
probably.
we haven't even made it out of we're still in the tutorial of Fandelver. We haven't made it. Isn't this there's a mine somewhere. That's the quest. Somewhere there's a mine. We haven't even heard about the mine, guys. We're gonna be level 20 going down in a fucking mine.
Exactly. We're just gonna fucking smoke them. We're just gonna smoke them. It's gonna be great.
I feel like mine is one of those nonsense words like Fandelver or of.
Or.
Oh, there is no mine.
What are words?
Are words.
I
Can I
can
communicate
create
with Garfield in
meteors.
bear form, or do I have to use speak with animals?
Say again? I couldn't hear you.
Can I communicate with Garfield when I'm in bear form, or do I have to use speak with animals?
I think you have to use speak with animals, but then you can transform into a bear and continue talking to him.
That makes sense.
I think
That
that's
makes
what
sense.
I think that's what happened last time.
It's true.
RFK Jr. said that he doesn't think people should be taking medical advice from him.
Oh my
During his
god.
congressional
Well, not
hearing.
wrong.
I
He's
I
not wrong.
No,
That's
he's
totally
not.
true.
He's like, dude, I was literally swimming in raw sewage yesterday. Like, I don't know why you're listening to me about anything. I don't know how I got here. The worm's controlling me. I'm fine.
I listened to part of his congressional hearing, and Christy Gnomes was even worse.
Hmm.
Oh no.
What's the
Did
difference?
she go into more detail about why she shot that dog?
No, they're well past that. She's
He was
onto
bad
the
at his
atrocities.
job.
The dog was.
Right? Like, wasn't it a hunting dog that wasn't good at hunting, and so she put it down with
It
a
was a
Something like
rifle?
puppy.
that.
I assumed it was aggressive. Is that not what? Was that
No,
not the case?
it was a
No.
puppy.
She was a
It killed her.
bitch. What's the difference between tiny hut and where the fuck did the other? There's Lehman's tiny hut. Did they just remove the guy's name?
Oh, that way
Got
we
me.
can be safe when we take long rests.
Ooh.
Yep,
That's nice.
yep. I took this with my bard for my other campaign because you can fit 9 creatures in there, and we've got about that many. If we
Oh,
go
nice.
back
Wait,
and
so
get our
in
wolves,
this thing,
what?
you can fit so many creatures in
Oh
there.
yeah, this bad boy. Let's see how many. So there's the 3 of us, and there's Apollo and Garfield, and I guess
And
technically
Bubbles.
Buzzleby, and then
We
the
can
2
technically.
wolves. Because he can bamf in and out a little bit easier than Apollo. So he doesn't
Well,
technically have to be there like overnight, and you could just
eh.
conjure him in the morning.
Well, and then we
But
got
yeah, we're
two wolves. Does baby Bjorn count?
surely
No.
not. Oh, thank God, because we're at 8. That's 8.
The plum.
Could be the plums.
No, it's not the plums. I can put them in the fridge. We got gnats. I must have
Oh,
taken that fly cloak because they're everywhere.
yeah.
That would be fruit.
Intellect Fortress.
Oh, yeah. I just got a bunch of plums, teeny tiny little plums from the garden. It's probably the plums, ain't it?
Yep.
Ah,
It's
nuts.
likely. Ah,
No, it was
plums.
the plums.
Plums. I've seen them
Grim
freeze. Big
Shadows.
frozen plums.
Ooh.
All right. So I am preparing for whole exploration, or am I
No.
preparing for Old Owlwell?
Fuck off with your
I,
damn
I
hole.
need consensus from the group.
I'm not going in the hole.
So what's gonna happen here is Adelaide's gonna go onto the well, and we're gonna go into the hole. So you got to do all of the things.
Adelaide and Apollo are gonna go back to Fandelver and hang out with Gundren.
Noted.
What's Galder's Tower?
I think it's another tiny hut scenario.
But it's a 2-story. What is this? You conjure a 2-story tower made of stone, wood, or similar suitably sturdy materials. Each level of the tower is 10 feet tall and has an area of up to 100 square feet. Each level takes one of the following forms chosen by you when you cast the spell. A bedroom
There,
with a bed, chairs, chest, and magical fireplace. A
it
study.
created another side quest for us. We do not have time to go explore another tower.
But it's amazing. It lasts for 24 hours. You can create a permanent tower by casting this spell in the same location and with the same configuration every day for 1 year. I'll
That,
do that. I'll do that every day when Gail's practicing with her rifle so she can get expertise.
there you go. Solid plan. We just live here now.
You open the hole and dig it deep enough for a 2-story tower, and you cast it in the hole every day.
Going in the hole. I can
Well, then you
put a
say that.
washroom in it, guys. We can take a shower. It has a sauna in it. A
That sounds
washroom.
very nice. Put in the hole.
Put it in the fucking hole. It's a 2-story tower. I can
It's a very deep
fly.
hole.
Wouldn't it get hand infestation? If we put it in the hole,
I'm
won't it
not
get hand?
I'm not putting it in the hole. Is the
You'll get
thing.
hands if you put it in the hole.
Why not? Why
So we
not put
don't
it in
have
the
to
hole?
worry about it. Fuck your hole, cuz it's not a
Yeah,
2-story tall hole.
It would require a little bit of digging.
Can we
just stick
dig in
out.
the hole? I should take counterspell. That's a big one for wizards. What is catnap?
Got me.
Counterspell sounds cool.
You make a calming gesture, and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice that you can see fall unconscious. If a target remains unconscious for the full duration, which is 10 minutes, that target gains the benefit of a short rest.
Oh, that's nice.
What is called Shadow Mastiff?
Shadow dog.
You already got a cat. You don't need a dog too.
You could give
It just
Gale and
barks.
you could give Gale and Esther their wild shapes and their spell slots back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Just take a little cat nap with Apollo.
Sounds nice.
What are you getting, Gale?
I don't know. I don't know. I gotta
Fortunately,
get.
none of your decisions are permanent.
Yeah, yeah, but I want to carry at least 2 third-level spells, so I gotta get rid of like a lower level spell. And as soon as we get some diamonds, I should probably have Revivify equipped.
Revivify. What does that do?
It's a raise dead.
Revivify. Oh,
Yeah,
I
brings us back
see.
if we go
If,
down.
if he gets to you within a minute of you dying, he can revive you.
Ooh.
But it costs 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. So
We gotta get us some diamonds.
y'all better really be worth it.
I heard there's a mine somewhere near here.
Fake news.
Somewhere. Somewhere.
Antagonize. That I do that without a spell slot. Shit.
It's true.
I could take blink and then Apollo could see me if I end up on the ethereal plane.
That's true.
I saw it. I was like, finally, he could see something. It would be me.
I could make my hex maddening. Cause psychic disturbance around the target cursed by your hex spell. When you do so, you deal psychic damage to the cursed target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. The psychic damage equals your charisma modifier. To use this invocation, you must be able to see the cursed target and it must be within 30 feet of you. Do I already have something that's upping my hex to 90 feet? Or would this mean that I could only use this part of the spell on something that's 30 feet? I don't get how
I
that
would,
works.
I'd have to read it. I'll pull it up on my computer.
Here, I can put it into the Discord.
That's all right. I'm already
Maddening hex.
warlock. So you get another invocation. That's what you're saying.
I think it's just augmenting hex.
Right. Maddening hex. That's what I use. Yeah, you can hex something 90 feet away, but which is a bonus action in and of itself. But once it's on somebody, on your turn, you can use like the next turn after you put the hex on, you could use a bonus action if they were within 30 feet of you to do this.
Okay, so the way it would work is somebody comes out. If they're within 90 feet, I hex them. I can attack them that turn. And then the next turn, the one that is already hexed is if they are within 30 feet. We can layer on this maddening effect to do
Right.
more damage and damage anyone within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. Which you could do every single turn. It doesn't say like until it dies, you could do a bonus action every turn to do this over and over and over again.
Okay, but it wouldn't be until the second turn. The first turn, you're just doing the regular hex.
True, because it you only get one bonus action a turn, and hex cost a bonus action.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, I think Tiny Hut and Lehman's Tiny Hut are the same thing. They just took Lehman's off of it.
Ah,
Huh. But there's actually there's Tiny Hut, there's Lehman's Tiny Hut Legacy, and then there's Lehman's Tiny Hut, the newer version. So there's 3 Tiny Hut spells.
okay.
I'm gonna go with the Legacy Lehman's just for ease, I think. I
Okay.
think the issue with the tower is it doesn't have that layer of protection.
I agree, I
I
guess.
think it, yeah. Each level of the tower is 10 feet tall. It has an area of 100 square feet. Access between levels consists of a simple ladder and hatch. Each level takes one of the following forms.
But you could get up onto the top of it. Is there a battlement at the top? On the roof?
I don't think so. It doesn't specify. But using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you can keep adding stories. But yeah, no, it lists 7 different room options. So you can pick a different one for each level. But it's like a bedroom, a study, a dining room, a lounge, a washroom. There is an observatory with a telescope and maps of the night sky, or just an unfurnished empty room. Those are the options. It says the interior of the tower is warm and dry. Any equipment or furnishings conjured with the tower dissipate if removed from it. And at the end of the duration, all creatures and objects within the tower that were not created by the spell appear safely outside on the ground. And you can cast it again while it is still active to maintain its existence for another 24 hours. But
Well, in my mind, it has crenellated battlements on the top, and you'd be able to stand on top of it.
so I think I have to take that over the tiny hut.
If you want. I just
Because it's fucking baller. We have a bathhouse, bitches. We take baths every night. It's better than a 10-foot bubble where we all have to sleep on top of each other.
just imagine any time if you're like in a cave, you wouldn't be able to summon a 2-story tower.
Bitch, watch me. It doesn't say. It just goes up in the thing. It's fine. It's bigger on the inside.
No, it would need space to occupy.
Y'all, Bumblebee could become a blink dog, death dog, panther, or warg.
What?
Be a blink dog.
How does this happen?
Primal summoner.
Primal Summoner? What is this from?
You can summon even more monstrous familiars to your side. When you cast Find Familiar spell, you may choose one of the normal forms for your familiar or one of the following special forms: Blink Dog, Death Dog, Panther, or Warg.
What is Primal Summoner, though?
It is a Eldritch invocation. Additionally, you can spend a bonus action on your turn to command your familiar to take the attack option or to take the attack action against an opponent of your choice. But but that means no hex.
At least not on that turn.
Yeah. If I started a hex, could I keep the hex going?
I mean, once you start it, it lasts for like an hour, right? And that's
Okay,
actually
that's
it's an hour for every level of your spell slots, which are now level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So your hex lasts for a long time.
Okay. So first bonus is cast hex, and then second turn bonus attacks from
What is
Weasel
the
Dog.
spell?
I know I'm still trying to find it.
What's
Primal
Primal
Summoner. It requires Pact of the Chain feature, and it is
class.
it's a
an
warlock? What
elite vocation.
What level is it?
Warlock
Must be 5, I guess,
primal.
or 3, whatever we're doing here.
I still haven't even found it. Where are you seeing this?
In my thing, I didn't make it up.
I believe you. I just wanted to see it. What is it? I
I'm
already
not
forgot it again.
making this up.
I already forgot the name of it again.
Primal Summoner.
In the Discord now.
Summoner. Back to the chain.
It comes from Humblewood Tales.
Humblewood Tales?
Yeah, I didn't even think we
Did Uncle
had that.
Sean buy that?
Sources. View all sources. Humblewood Tales. Warlock. I don't even own this. How are you seeing this?
I didn't make it up.
No, I found it, but I don't own the book that comes from.
Well, apparently you do.
I, I can most definitely tell you I don't, because I just looked.
Maybe that means I need to take it before it disappears.
Right?
Well, it's a real thing if you want it, I guess. And you obviously. I'm betting they have it coded badly, and it's giving me access to things I shouldn't have access to.
No developer would do that.
Never. What's bestow curse?
I don't remember it being overly good. It's been a long time since I read it, though.
Oh, you gotta touch something. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm not taking the hut. I'm taking the motherfucking tower. I
You're
just
gonna take
fuck
the
it.
tower?
I'm taking the damn tower. I'm taking the
What? The
tower.
hut is safe though.
I don't give a
The hut
shit.
is safe.
I don't give a shit.
Will we be safe in the
You
tower?
don't care that we're safe in the hut?
We'll be safe
You're
enough in the
safe in the
tower.
tower. I mean, it's not impenetrable like the hut, but
But it's
The hut is
fucking.
impenetrable.
I don't give a
We could be
shit.
so much
You
safer
know
than
what? You know what? I'll stay in the tower by myself. And y'all can stay wherever you want to stay without your hut or your tower.
you
You know what?
guys summon the hut, we could be totally safe from like the Ice Queen when we
You know
go
what?
in the hole.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You know what? Maybe you should have listened to me one of the times I said not to jump in the snow globe. Or the
y'all could
time I
fight.
said to put the snow globe in
Fail.
the hole.
You could fight from the top of the tower, which would
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah. You know what? When I make the tower, I'll make an empty room on the bottom for you guys, and then I'll make a baller ass bathhouse for me on the second floor, and y'all can stay in the bottom on the dirt floor with no shit. That's what you want.
That
Now, do I
sounds
take
horrible.
counter spell or catnap?
What we want is the hut.
You
The
get
hut
the
is what
fucking
we want.
hut. Check yours. Do you get the hut? You're a spellcaster. What about the druid?
I've already gotten past the H's, and also I think the L's. I haven't seen one yet.
Well, there might be a tiny hut.
I'm into the keys now.
Mm.
So maybe might be the next thing.
You have no hut. How do you not have the hut? What class is this hut? Why am I so special? My bard has it. The bard and a wizard the same?
They all have different spell lists. So some people get stuff, some people don't.
I've never seen this tower before.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. Probably another source book that I don't own.
Esther can get counterspell. You should get counterspell, and I'll get catnap.
What was counterspell?
You
I don't
stop
see no
someone from
counterspell.
casting a spell.
Okay.
You try to stop someone from casting a spell,
If you successfully cast counterspell, you prevent someone from casting a spell.
It's true.
but it is not automatic.
Tiny hut. Where did it go?
That catnap seems really powerful,
And
but
I like how
it's
it
not super
works with
flashy.
Apollo.
What about?
Because he's a cat. I didn't think
Okay.
that would be difficult.
I was thinking more mechanically and less.
Liamon's tiny hut is a 3rd level evocation, which I guess is not warlocks.
I guess.
Okay.
Galder's Tower is from the Lost Laboratory of Qualish.
Tomb of Levistus. As a reaction, when you take damage, you can entomb yourself in ice, which melts away at the end of your next turn. When you gain 10 temporary hit points per warlock level,
Damn.
which takes as much of the triggering damage as possible. Immediately after you take the damage, you gain vulnerability to fire damage. Your speed is reduced to 0, and you're incapacitated.
So you're just in the block of ice.
You're just in the block of ice. And these effects, including any remaining temporary hit points, all end when the ice melts.
And when does the ice melt again?
The start of your next turn?
Melts away at the end of your next turn.
If it was at the start of your next turn, like that would be like.
So you're
really
just
good.
stuck in a block of ice for
Yeah,
the
so
next
you freeze yourself for 2 turns. But you get a shit ton of temporary hit points.
It's just 1 turn because you're doing it on the other person's turn.
Oh, I missed when it was cast. So it's a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so probably not great.
I mean, it could be good, but it's not. I don't know.
It's like a shield, but
yeah,
ice.
No, definitely either Hex or the Primordial Summon thing sound better still.
Primal Summoner sounds neat.
But he can't change into it. He has to be summoned that way. So I have to choose that, or is it an option for him to just change into like one of his other normal forms?
I think he has to be summoned into that form.
If he's summoned into that form, can he switch back into his regular form? Like
No.
these other forms come with their own advantages and disadvantages.
If you summon, he's either an imp or he's one of those other options. So.
Ugh. There's like 5 of them, and they have all these different things. That's so many rules.
Okay, well then take your Hex thing. I don't care.
I can barely keep track of which dice I'm supposed to have for Esther's one move that she always does over and over again.
She goes in blasting.
She goes in
Hey,
Boston. She uses the same move.
if
every
it works,
single
it
time.
works.
You know what would really help you is if when you go in blasting, you could suddenly decide to be a block of ice and let them deal with the consequences.
I'd fucking leave your ass so fast.
You just
Hold on,
gotta
I'm
use
gonna
it.
go back. I'm taking that door
Hello?
thing.
Door thing. I say we make the door and you just kick things in there and then we run away. Oh shit, the door chases you.
Oh no, that's the icy hole thing.
Yeah, you can't put biological stuff in there.
Not
Oh, okay.
living.
So if
What
you
about
kill it, then
pilot?
you can throw it in there.
Yeah, I was like, is this just like a refrigerator? Because it was like you could put 750 pounds of like dead meat in it, and it was cold.
How long did it last?
Shit, what was that called? Is it something void? I feel like half the shit I looked at was void. Shadow Trove. An icy chill flows out of the portal. You can place up to 750 pounds of non-living matter in the portal, where it stays suspended in the frigid void until you withdraw it. It lasts for an hour.
God, that's not long enough.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the point of this? You can designate a number of creatures up to your intelligence modifier who have access to the Shadow Trove. Only you and those creatures can move objects into or out of the portal. So I mean, maybe it's like a heist situation. Like you can make like a bag of holding that only you guys have access to, but at the end of the hour, it all just falls out.
Right.
So you got to be quick.
I mean, I guess there could be uses for it, but it feels edge case.
All right. So it cost 150 gold for me to put fucking fireball in my spell book.
That's what the rules say.
Bitches.
Unless you have another feature that lets you scribe stuff cheaper.
Didn't specify.
Like a lot of subclasses say you can scribe evocation spells or abjuration spells for 50% cost.
Where would it say that? Class features?
Classes. Like if under wizard, and if you clicked like School of Abjuration, which is a subclass, Abjuration Savant, the golden time you must spend to copy an abjuration spell into your spellbook is halved.
Oh, gold and time. I thought you said golden time. And I was like, that's weird.
You sound like that.
So I don't get any of that shit. I mean, I just am able to write really fast.
You had a thought?
I was just gonna say what I picked.
Oh. Neil is up next. What do you pick?
I picked conjure animals and erupting earth.
Solid.
Yeah, Conjure Animals is
I use the
powerful.
shit out of. Well, I do conjure. Do I? No, I do animals, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I bring the same
So,
two Deinonychuses in. What are their names? Fred and George? No,
I
they're
don't know.
fancier than that.
question: do you do it where you get to pick the animals that I conjure, or I get to pick the animals that I conjure?
It depends on how much you try to break the game with it.
Gonna be honest, you should probably pick the animals that I conjure then.
Noted.
Yeah. I go for the bit more than any.
Conjure Animals is
You could have picked
it
the
can be
level.
used for shenanigans. You get to pick if they're get to pick between the CR choices normally, and then I get to pick based on the environment what shows up.
It's just gonna be that pedophile squirrel we saw like that first day again.
I would
Don't
like to
remember
always have the
that.
option of picking 2 brown bears if that is possible.
Mm.
Brown bear, what do you see? I see a walrus looking at me.
That's fine.
I'm guessing I will rarely use that because I'll probably go with the like 8 whatever.
I guess it really just depends on the scenario, but having 8 bodies is nice just because it's 8 individual attacks, even though they're weak.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. I guess if you were on a boat and you didn't want to have 8 things, I guess.
I'm on a boat and it's going fast.
But then again, I'm not sure you'd want 2 brown bears to appear.
Yeah, no, actually, what? No.
I just want to stick with the bear theme
Noted.
somewhat.
Did you say I'm white?
Somewhat.
I
Somewhat.
think you said somewhat. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna
I mean,
stick with the bear theme. I'm
I'm white.
white. And I was like, is that
I'm
like a white person thing?
He's summoning polar bears because he's white.
That's what white people do.
is that what white people do?
Well, it's not what any other race does. Dark path, conjure shadowy. See, that would just be useful. Our image is really good. All of these, all my second level spells are really good. I have none of them active. Shadow Blade. Oh, that's where I have to actually just stab somebody in close range. That was a bad spell. Oh, I don't think I'm actually supposed to be able to use Slither right now, because I told you I wanted to go through the process of actually trying to get a wooden statue of me and then turn it into ink and then have that turned into a portrait.
What?
The component required for Slither, one of the spells I got from the Dungeon of Wickedness,
Yeah.
it says you take ashes from a wooden statue of you, make them into ink, and then use that ink to draw your portrait. And that is how you're able to cast Slither. It has to be worth at least 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, yeah. Are one of you a wood carver?
No, I'm gonna have to find Chetney.
Yeah, you probably have to go back to town first.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I meant to. I haven't used it, but
We're
I
still
don't.
gonna
Bad.
sell these dragon bones that we got from the.
Yeah. Well, I had to spend. I had to use up $150 worth of bougie ass ink to put Fireball in my spell book. So
It's true.
That's like what one dragon bone is worth, I think.
I think I'm carrying one.
Maybe you need a void hole to stuff all this stuff.
Don't use those words.
See, if we cleared out all the hands, this hole would be really, really helpful. It'd
We
basically
don't.
be our own back holding.
We don't
That's
know
how we
if we can clear out all the hands. What if it's just an infinite supply of hands? We did no research. We just went in, realized it was a shit ton of hands, and we
So you're
dipped.
saying infinite experience?
Level
I don't
20.
know. I don't know what your
No.
problem is here.
No.
Sounds pretty good.
We're
No.
going full South Park episode, killing grays until you're level 20.
Yep. And then we're gonna go give that silver comb to the Banshee. What, bitch?
Boom.
What you gonna do? You're gonna take this comb and you're gonna shut your mouth.
Then she screeches and y'all fail a saving throw and you're dead.
Oh, nuts.
Is that what happens with a banshee? You just
No,
die?
what? I wouldn't say that.
Seems like you just died.
I feel like we need to
I
clog up our ears.
Ooh. Didn't you deafen one of your party members?
Yep. Had to get through a trap.
So do I lose my fireball scroll? Does it get absorbed?
It does.
Okay.
It gets consumed in the action of scribing it.
I got 27 hit points, motherfucker. See, I swear to God, last time that said ice vampire.
Would that have been worse or better?
I don't know, because I don't look at anything else. I just glance
You
over.
shouldn't even be looking at that.
I know. Well, I don't. One, I don't do it on purpose. I glance over at you, and it's a really big font. But I just see the header. It wasn't literally ice vampire, but it was some sort of vampiric something.
Can the two-headed dog? It gets 2 bite attacks because it's got multi-head. But can it attack different targets?
If it has 2 attacks, you can direct those attacks to whoever's in reach.
Neat.
Are you giving us a rousing speech as soon as we wake up?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Of course.
What's our temporary HP now?
I have no idea. I gotta pick a thing. I haven't even got through all the things. I gotta read all of these fucking dogs and a panther
Maybe it was
and a
fun.
warg dog. These are too many things.
I feel like it would be 10 now.
Probably. What was it before?
It was 9, I think.
It was 9 before, but why was it before?
I don't know.
All right, let me see what it was.
What did I see? What are their names? What? I don't know what I saw.
There's one inspiring leadership
Yeah.
that I clicked on. And it won't give
Definitely
me
wasn't
information.
that. Go to your Chrome history. You can do it. It sorts it by day. Just go back a week.
It will be
Are these
level 20
monsters?
or higher.
Yeah.
As long as my,
So it's 10.
it'll be 10 as long as my charisma doesn't go up.
Why would your charisma go up?
I don't know. I might pick something else that might make my charisma go up. There's a lot of
You
options.
can't pick a feat.
Your
It'll be
charisma's already 20, so unless you just got lucky and found a really rare thing, you're not gonna have a higher charisma.
So it's 10.
It'll be 10.
So we get 10 temporary hit points.
You will when I give you that rousing speech after I figure out what I'm.
I thought you just did give us that rousing speech.
There you go.
Rousing
What does
speech.
erupting earth do?
I've had that one.
It's basically a not as good fireball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
So
and then makes it difficult terrain. Vespa's used it before.
I mean, it does make difficult terrain, so there's that. But it's like damage-wise, it's basically is not as good fireball.
Yeah, because it like throws everything up, right? Like it churns up the
Yeah.
earth and throws everything up in the air, and then they like fall and take bludgeoning damage.
Like they just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody party!
There's also a panther.
In one more level, Ryan, you'll be able to turn into CR2 stuff.
Polar bear.
Ugh, then you can turn into a what's that big ass sloth?
Relic sloth.
Relic sloth. It gets like 15 feet of movement.
That sounds awesome.
That's got 20 feet.
I see
It's a
that.
giant sloth. Is that what
Did
it
it have
is?
20 feet before? Yeah, it's huge.
I'm not sure. I don't remember it having a picture, but
Oh, it had a
before.
picture. It has a weird ass picture.
Yeah.
Because its feet like curl up and it has a big saddle on it. It has like these tusks. Yeah, it's gnarly.
Oh, that looks very strange.
Yeah.
Why does it not paste? Very weird.
I feel like this is just me being a beast of burden for the party.
There we go. There's the picture.
But you can climb and you can't be knocked over. I, in one of our sessions, I was a giant riding lizard and everyone else was wearing teleportation boots.
Levitation boots.
Sorry, yeah, levitation boots. So they tied ropes around themselves and then tied it to me. So they were like balloons. And I was running with all these people. And then Lauren had the audacity to say that I wasn't contributing anything. I was like, bitch, I literally carried you here. The audacity.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing in the chat again?
A relic sloth.
Like,
It's a
how does
CR.
upside down?
Yeah, its little
He's
feet.
walking.
Looks
Yeah, his little
pink.
feet are
Yeah.
upside down.
Mine was actually the T-Rex from the it was the zombie T-Rex Sue from the Jurassic Park entrance.
Right.
I didn't do much. I mostly just tried to walk somewhere. But you get 76 hit points.
Noise.
How long has this been a thing?
Has what been a thing?
The relic sloth?
A relic sloth. I've never seen this.
I
Like,
don't know.
Oh, it came from one of the supplements.
76 hit points is pretty nice.
Yep. I was this
Pretty
massive
nice.
T-Rex with like 50 goblins trying to like stab me. And I think I kept missing. Like I don't even think I ever hit any of them. I wasted so many turns.
There was a lot of stuff hitting you though.
That's true.
It came from Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos, which is D&D's version of Hogwarts.
That's what we should play next. In 20
Hogwarts?
years when we finally finish Fandelver. Or start Fandelver.
I think Fandelver's supposed to be like a level 1 to 5 campaign, and we've already hit level 5.
Well, we were playing Fendover and below, but if we just wanted to play to the end of Fendover and then start a new campaign in whatever world that we thought was interesting, that would be fine.
We're playing Fandelver and below.
Yes, that is what we're actually playing.
Ah, okay.
The
But yes,
Shattered Obelisk? We
yeah,
haven't even heard
Fandelver.
about a fucking obelisk, guys.
Fandelver is just levels 1 to like 4 or 1 to 5.
I
I
think.
think
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Fendover and below. I think goes up to like 8, maybe higher.
Oh, we'll be done with that in a week. 2 weeks tops. We got. We got. I think there's too many. There's too many dogs, and I think actually it looks like Beelzebub's base form does like they got a lot of them got much more HP, but like Beelzebub does more damage just as is. It kind of looks like than most of them.
What can it turn into? What were the options?
This is levels 1 through 12.
Hmm.
Panther, Warg, Death Dog, Blink Dog.
Death Dog.
I got 2 heads.
We're still in chapter 2. There are 8 chapters.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Well, you forgot
Don't be
the whole
looking.
on Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and the other chapter on.
Hey, I didn't want to go in a fucking snow globe.
I'm kind of leaning towards this maddening hex.
Maddening.
It's definitely simpler and something you can use your bonus action for every turn. But it does require you to be close-ish. So
The
you have to be within 30 feet of your hexed target to use it.
feel like a lot of times we end up being pretty close anyways. 5, 10, 15, 20,
You're right.
25. I mean, it's probably a little closer than we normally get to these things, but we keep being in like dungeons and rooms and stuff, you know?
Right.
And like some of these like the dogs, they do most of them. I don't think the panther seems like shit. But the rest of the dogs, they seem like they would like their armor classes are about the same on most of them. They tend to have much more HP than Buzz does, but
Does.
it looks like they do like as much damage, and then that invisibility is like a huge benefit. Some of them got some other benefits though.
Yeah, I mean, Death Dog's pretty decent. Like, I would say Death Dog is much better than the Blink Dog.
Blink Dog's got teleportation though.
Yeah, but it's only once, and then it has to recharge by trying to roll that every turn.
Yeah, I guess the Death Dog does get the second bite, which makes it a little bit better.
Has a lot of hit points too.
Yeah, 39. Yeah, I think that
Has
was the best one.
a Panther.
Oh man, Apollo
Yeah,
doesn't
that
get
Panther's sick.
anything at 5th level.
Panther is basically trash. All right.
Rude.
It. Did you look at it? It ain't got shit.
Apollo is offended.
Apollo is not a Panther.
He's offended on behalf of all large cats. Okay, so I know he is large Apollo. Oh, fuck off. Large Apollo, level
Challenge
5.
only applies. Challenge only applies for our opponents, right? We don't. That's only if like we beat one of them.
What do you mean?
So on like say the Blink Dog is one of challenge, 1 of 4, 50 XP, and then Death Dog is challenge 1, 200 XP, and then
Yeah, that's just for game masters to help determine what you can handle and how much XP to give you.
gotcha.
Or if like Gale can turn into it or not, because Gale can turn into any beast type that is half, or no, his level divided by 3, rounded down to a minimum of 1.
Matt,
Matt, indeed.
got it. Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't either. Imp is really good because the invisibility is really good, and yeah,
Yeah, I wish he had more hit points, but his form here is pretty damn good. And especially with that poison damage. The ward does have a chance to knock you down, you go prone,
right.
but then it's just kind of a bite attack after you're down, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. I think I go maddening exit.
Let's see. What are the options for a warlock? Eldritch Invocations. You already have Agonizing Blast. What was your other one? Did you take the one that knocks them back?
Yeah, the repel.
Okay, so those were the first 2 that you took.
I very rarely use repel though. I should use it more often. There was one where you could do a pull, like Hadar, and you grab him, pull him up 10 foot, which actually would work well in combination with the hex a little bit, the maddening hex. Not that I can have both.
Right.
The idea with the repel was we didn't have many hit points, and I wanted to get those fuckers further away from me.
Understood. If you had Devil's Sight, you would have been able to see those zombies tonight.
If I would have had Buzzlebee with me, could have seen him too.
Also true. Eldritch Mind is not bad. It gives you advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain your concentration on spells.
Yeah, I had that one tagged. I liked Armor of Shadows, Eldritch Mind, Fiendish Vigor, which is temporary hit points.
Yeah, but you give yourself temporary hit points a lot from other stuff. From
Oh,
your
they don't stack?
speech. No.
Oh, so that would have been right out. Then Gift of the Ever Living Ones kind of sounded good, but I don't think I like the only time I ever roll for hit points. That one, as long as the familiar is within 100 feet, uh, rolls for hit points are always at the maximum. So
Well, that
it
means
sounds
like anytime anything rolls to heal you, it rolls maximum.
yeah, but the only time that I've rolled for hit points, I think, was the potions. I don't think Gale's ever healed me. It just hasn't come into play that often in the past.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Okay?
right, I
At
think.
best once.
Giving you good berries multiple times.
Yeah, but you don't have to roll for the good berries.
Yeah, you just get 1 hit point.
That's true.
Yeah, so that didn't seem like great. So that just kind of left Maddening Hex and Primal Summoner as the last 2 that I was thinking about. But yeah, Eldritch Mind I had bookmarked, Armor of Shadows, Fiendish Vigor would have been right out.
Um,
And the thing with Armor of Shadows is like I've got my staff that does Mage Armor too.
what about investment of the Chainmaster?
Yeah, that looked complicated.
That poison, it would start using your spell DC instead of Buzzlebee's DC.
Wait, Wait, what does that mean?
Ooh, that would be good.
So when he hits people and they get to save against his poison,
Uh-huh.
I think it currently is like a 12
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's just 11.
or 11. It
11. 11 on Constitution saving throws.
now that you're level 5, your spell save DC is 16, I want to say.
Okay.
So his poison would go to a 16.
Okay. Uh,
And it gives a lot of other effects too.
I have questions about Apollo, but I could wait until Sam's done.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, his proficiency bonus went up,
Yes.
so he has a dexterity saving throw that was a 5. So I think that was his proficiency bonus plus his dex. So I bumped that up. And then he had skills, and I bumped all of those up by 1. Um, does it affect his attack too?
It affects the chance to hit.
So that'll go up.
Yeah.
Does it affect a strength saving throw? Where it says if he moved 20 feet immediately before the hit, the target must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw.
No.
That doesn't change. All right. And then the other thing is I never know
Huh?
how to calculate hit points.
Maybe. What's the DC on that?
12?
What's your strength?
14?
Yeah, it's based off strength. It's 8 plus. So no, that would go up by 1.
Okay.
Because it's the DC calculation method is proficiency bonus involved. So
Yeah, it was why when you said something about how our DCs went up, I was like, oh, he's got
yeah,
a DC.
yeah, his would go up, and it's based off strength for that because it's 8 plus proficiency plus 2.
Okay. I don't think it would affect clairvoyance. But his hit points. I never know how to do hit points.
What's his hit die?
D8.
5 plus his con modifier.
So he gets 6 more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the investment of the Chain Master again. So I think Buzzlebee's already got a 40 for his speed, so the first one's irrelevant.
Yeah, that would only really matter
If you're walking, but
if he was in a different form, for instance, like a rat,
yeah,
he could gain flight.
Oh my god, he's
that's
a
a bonus
flying rat.
flying rat. He already is a flying rat. As bonus action, so as bonus action, you can command the familiar to take the attack action. So does that mean he just does his attack on my turn, or that he gets a bonus? He gets to attack on my turn and his turn if I don't use hex.
I was actually about to read that because maybe we've just been playing it wrong.
Wait, what?
I was about to read Pact of the Chain or Pact of Chain to see if we've been playing his attacks wrong.
Oh, well, now I don't want this if you're gonna reread the rules.
Unfortunately, that's too late. Yeah. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Wait, what?
Pact of the Chain, which is what you took, allows you to change that into an imp. And it says, additionally, when you take the attack action, you can forgo one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack with its reaction. So with Pact of the Chain, you'd be able to do it as a bonus action.
I had Pact of the Chain.
Sorry, Investment of the Chain Master.
I'm
You would
so
be able to.
confused. Have we been playing him wrong?
Yeah, we have. So
Okay, so what is he supposed to do?
on your turn, you can choose to make him attack, or you can cast a spell.
Oh, so I can't use Eldritch Blast and
Not without investment of the Chain Master. With investment of the Chain Master, you could order him to attack as a bonus action.
but only on turns when I'm not using Hex. Or well, not casting Hex. Because Hex
When you're
is
not
tough.
casting Hex, yes.
Okay, now I gotta rethink things.
Indeed. The way we have been playing it is much more powerful.
Yeah, that's why all these dogs look like shit. Well, no, the dogs would be shit either way. Okay.
Huh?
Well, fuck. Okay, so
Investment of the Chain Master will allow her to do basically what she's already been doing with added benefits.
okay, so if we don't take investment of the chain, what's gonna happen is Buzz gets buffed. No, not buffed, nerfed. Buzz gets nerfed. So he doesn't roll initiative?
No, he does roll initiative.
Okay.
He has his own initiative, and he can move and do that kind of stuff, but he can't attack on his turn
Buzz is
unless you
broke.
sacrifice your own attack.
What?
We've been playing him wrong.
Oh.
Here. Catch it back up. Okay, so Pact of the Chain says, do, 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 do. Additionally, when you take the attack action, you can forego one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack with its reaction. So
That just sounds like he gets an extra attack.
No, because if you look at the Find Familiar spell, it says your familiar acts independently of you, but always obeys your command. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Okay.
So the only way that it can attack is if I don't attack, I just tell it to attack during its turn.
Well, it happens in your turn, and it uses its reaction to do it.
Oh, okay, yes, because a reaction doesn't have to be within your own turn. A reaction can be whatever triggers a reaction.
Right.
Got it. Okay. But now there's another another thing that I could take that would basically make him not get nerfed.
I mean, and you get the higher DC for his poison.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
So investment of the Chainmaster would mean that he's always got 40 feet of speed, regardless of his form, essentially.
Flying speed or swimming speed.
Oh, flying or speed. Oh, wait. So what if he's walking?
This is to just grant alternative movements to
Oh,
a
okay.
form that doesn't already have them.
Oh, so he can actually, so he could be a flying rat or a swimming rat.
Yes.
Got it. Can he swim through the air?
He can fly through the air.
Can he fly through the water?
He can swim through the water.
Okay. What can he do on land?
He can do flight or swim, but not walk.
Oh, he can swim through the land?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Item 1 check. As a bonus action, you can command the familiar to take the action attack. So that turns it from my action to a bonus action, which still
Right.
means he can't. If I'm casting on my turn, I cast Hex as my bonus, then I do my attack. Buzz is just kind of positioning that turn, and then the next turn, since I'm already concentrating on Hex, I can tell Buzz to attack,
Yes.
and I can still attack.
Yes.
Got it. Familiar's weapon attacks are considered magical for the purposes of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks. So if I toss him my dagger, all of a sudden it's a magical dagger, and he's gonna be shit with it.
He would use his natural weapons, but yes.
Wait, does he have natural weapons?
Yeah, like his claws and his stinger.
Does count as weapons? I thought a weapon would be. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this actually does mean something. Now I gotta take it seriously. I thought that was only if you gave him a thing to attack with. Okay.
No.
They're considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical. So if somebody has a resistance or immunity to non-magical items,
A
what?
lot of monsters, as you level up higher, will be resistant to like just a normal warhammer or stuff like that.
Is he
And with
already magical?
his claws aren't, no.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that makes them magical.
Right.
Got it. And then we talked about that one. Familiar forces a creature to make a saving throw. It uses your spell save DC, so that'd be 16 instead of 11.
Yep.
When the familiar takes damage, you can use your reaction to grant it resistance against that damage.
That's nice.
he already has resistance to basically everything, but that just means whatever he doesn't have resistance to, he gets resistance to now.
Yes, that's what that means.
Well, I guess I gotta take that now.
I would
Bye.
definitely say it's the best option.
Otherwise, he gets nerfed. Okay, that's what we're doing.
It is a significant buff to how we have been playing, but yes, if you don't take it, he will be nerfed.
Oh no! All right.
Because a 16 as opposed to an 11 is a big difference for spell save TC for his poison.
Well, it's a either 16 for his poison, or he just doesn't get to use it.
You could
That
sacrifice your attack to have him do it.
I mean, in the sneak attack stuff, that worked out, but
Right. It could have worked out. It's just bad luck.
yeah, right. Oh no, now I've messed it. So view character sheet. Okay, good. Now we got it better.
All right. I'm logging off, guys.
That sounds like a not so bad
It's
idea.
it's almost midnight. I'm intrigued to hear about your 40K journeys, Brian.
I
Good
mean,
luck.
it's mostly just going to be painting for a while.
A long
Understood.
while. He painted for 4 hours today.
Well, yeah. I guess yeah, you have to paint until you get up to 1,000 points.
That is the plan.
Paint
Fair.
until paint.
Yep. We could teach Sarah and Sam how to play 40K. Do it on the tabletop here.
Does
I
that,
am down.
does that mean that we have to get another army?
No, we do it on the tabletop.
All the figs are in the workshop.
Why
Like
then
what?
why do we buy all of these physical figs?
So I can play at the store.
Why do you need
Right.
to play the store?
More fun.
Boo.
It is more fun to do stuff in person.
Why'd you pick Tau, by the way?
I liked their gun line setup. I liked being able to sit in a corner and just shoot people. Like,
Solid. Yeah.
and even their basic troopers guns were all like ballistic skill 5 or something, which just like crazy high. So like, and they were all moderately modular. Like these dudes all have different attachments they can put on their little arm slots. So they could,
Oh, are they magnetized?
no, they have a little depression spot where you can press in. So all of the
Oh,
pieces in the garage can just be pressed into this little, that little black spot is, it goes in a little bit.
gotcha.
So I've seen magnetized armies and those are amazing, but they cost more than $700. But
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
this little dude has a gun that can take out a space marine. So
He's trying to magnetize his whole army.
and that guy will kill anything it shoots at. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try to magnetize the Dread Knights
That's cool.
so I can use different weapon attachments.
I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, the magnetized ones are the best ones. They don't fall off nearly as much as how these were set up.
Oh.
Did you buy little tiny neodymium magnets?
I have not bought the magnets yet. I'm not magnetizing the smaller ones. It's just too big of a pain in the butt. But
Yeah, the
I
bigger
definitely want to try
ones,
to magnetize the Dread Knights because there's a lot of weapon loadout
attachments.
to choose from.
Did you already get your drill?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But the drill is just for guns.
Well, you got to drill out the holes for the guns
Why do you gotta drill out the hole for the gun?
because it's not a gun if it doesn't have a hole.
It's not an actual space marine.
Gotta have the holes.
There you go. Gotta have the holes.
But you don't need to have the ignition, the gunpowder, the ammunition.
Gotta have the holes.
Just the holes.
Yeah, whatever helps achieve suspension of disbelief.
Indeed.
I'll paint little orange tips on all of your guns when you're not looking.
That would suck.
I have heard of murders / divorces happening or less.
Please don't murder / divorce me.
I mean, I'm not the one who would paint my guns with the orange tips, so
There you go.
The hard line.
hard line.
Firm hard line.
It's fair. Hmm. Do you have any tanks or dreadnoughts?
Just Dread Knights. It's my only heavies.
Okay.
Uh, I want to see the Codex comes out here in like 2 or 3 months. So I'm like gonna stick with the 1,000 point army for now when the Codex comes out. Uh, if like just depending what the detachment rules are, I think I want to try to run like 6 Dread Knights,
Right.
and that'll be all my heavy stuff.
Yeah, I vaguely remember all those the the terms and the concepts, but I'm sure all the rules are substantially different than how they used to be. But yeah,
You should catch back up, man. Start looking up the rules. The
no,
new deck comes out next month.
no. If you know the rules, I can. You can re-educate me if you want to play on tabletop, but
Not willing to invest in the time.
nope. I
All
already
right.
I already know too many rules for other stuff.
Well, 7 or 8 months from now, I will hit you up on tabletop, and
Solid.
we'll
I
see what
mean,
we got.
I'm sure I can pick it up fairly quickly if you're just telling me how to do the rolls. But
Like the new did they even use decks in the edition you were playing?
what do you mean decks?
Like there's a deck now that'll have mission rules on it, and
You
like
rolled them. You
okay,
rolled them back then. It was like charts and stuff. But
okay, yeah, you draw them now, and then it'll have I'm not using the right terminology. It's not missions, but like during the game, like
Side quest.
sure, let's call them side quests that you will draw.
there would be objectives.
Objectives, yes. Like you will draw secondary objectives
Yeah,
during the
they
game.
would do that.
Okay.
And it would tell you where to place them on the board and stuff. And
Yeah, like you might have take it down where like you got to kill a tank or like
yeah.
a larger model or something like that, you know?
Yeah, there was stuff very similar to that. back then.
Okay. Yeah, the new deck comes out next month, so I've not bothered buying
I
the current one
understood.
because it's like $40 for a deck of cards. Like it's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was just in the generic book back in the day. In the base rule book, there were charts that it would have objectives and.
See, you don't need the book now because there's an app that has all the rules on it.
Well, that's
But
cool.
you do have to have the deck, and you kind of need your codex too.
I mean, yeah,
and
that makes sense.
and
Is
paintbrushes
the
and
app free? Did they get rid of having to have to buy anything?
The app is free. There's like a paid version. I don't know what the paid version gives you besides like you put your army in. That way you can like check your stats like on the fly, like real quick.
Oh, they implemented an army builder for points and stuff.
Yeah, on your app there.
Oh, that's cool.
If you use the paid version, you can have more than one army. If you just use the free version, you just get one army. But I mean, it's not a big deal.
We used to use some third party person that just was into it built one back then, and we used that to build it out. Like here, I'll load.
Did you save it?
Yes,
hope so.
Oh, it was actively doing things.
this didn't load. Doing things? What were you doing?
I told you. I said, leave tabletop open. I'm working on getting all my spell stuff saved when you were trying to go to bed.
I was talking.
But
Uh-oh.
you heard me, right, Sam? Did you guys?
Divorces slash murders.
Warhammer. He's fucking. No, because you were like, well, I'm going to go to bed. It's almost midnight. And I was like, no, wait, I'm doing this thing on tabletop. Wait, let me finish the thing. Did you just now save it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Murder, murder.
Murder slash divorce.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah. I'm going to stop, though, because.
It's
There
just
you
been a
go.
stream of us leveling up our characters.
Yep.
Well, that's what this has been. So I figured I'd just keep it going.
There you go.
Where's my fireball? Bitch.
Oh.
I literally just saved it. There it is.
It's not. Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
But I had already moved it over here. That's why I. Because I tried to ask you, is this actually a 20-foot radius? Because it seems massive. And
I
then
mean,
you were caught
that's
up.
That seemed massive.
That
Damn.
is, radius is half the
Yeah.
diameter is full.
it's not actually quite big enough. It needs to be there.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a
5,
Nema.
10, 15, 20.
Oh, I was coming off the side, so it was weird. But that is very much a straight line. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to set this over here.
Doing the same thing you were, Sarah. Why are we so dumb?
Okay, I think I'm done with everything. Because I have like all my dice for all my spells, and then everything, like the math changed on it because it's a +8 instead of a +7. And I picked
Now I've
different
got
spells. So, but now
You
I'm
know all
done.
the stuff on your character sheet, right?
Yeah, but this is a quick reference,
I
bitch.
know. I'm just
It gives
messing
me
with you.
stuff to do. Have you not seen my whole area? Is just.
I'm usually zoomed out pretty far dealing with other things.
This is where I have all my things.
all your stuff
My-
and all your things.
Yeah, my stuff and my things. Okay, but now you can go back to your stuff. Other stuff.
It wasn't
Your
loading
other
anyways.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna stop streaming though.